And in summary, yeah, that's why the Jews caused 9/11.
Absolutely. Welcome everyone to the
What does
first
this have to do
episode
with
of
black
Chopping
people?
Block. Yeah, because the first episode is lost forever.
Yeah.
I was a complete dumbass, and I didn't click on save when I was streaming on Twitch. So, here's a quick recap. Red Dead Redemption 1 is an alright game. In
It's
fact, I would say it's one
pretty
of the
good game.
better games on the that generation. I would say, yeah.
Yeah. It's in the top 10.
Yeah, but play it on the 360, not the PS3.
John Marston is a well-written character.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Mm-hmm.
And avoid bears.
Bears,
Especially when you
the
want to save Jamie.
the person or
Oh, no, not the black guy.
not the black guy, but the black bear, right? Okay.
The black bear, yeah. So yeah, I was considering that like we would have like two options. Like either we cover like a very special person and his like aged opinions on the first Red Dead Redemption game, and afterwards we would cover the second game, mostly in a discussion form, or we just step right into the second game. It's up to you guys, really.
Who was the person we'd be covering? Cause
Well, I'm just gonna give hints. Basically, he's like a British man, just like yourself, except he's from the south,
No.
London, and he was
No.
exiled to the
No.
prison state.
Then
Australia.
no, because the guy's a complete not fucking retard.
Are you sure? I mean, like this video was made in 12 years ago. Wow.
I know it's Yahtzee.
Yeah. It's him.
I know exactly who you're on about because, to be honest with you, it was either him or Razor Fist. In regards to bad takes of video games. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do.
Nah. Eric?
The vote comes to you, Eric.
It's all up to you.
Oh my god, it's too much pressure already.
Oh, just like you read that too.
Oh yeah,
just make a decision because I'm just going to ignore it anyway.
I choose no. I guess I'd talk about the second game. I mean, it's my personal favorite.
Yeah.
And so
all right, fuck Yahtzee then. Let's just go to the second game.
Yahtzee,
let's be honest with you. Does anyone actually care what Yahtzee says? I mean,
not anymore.
Wasn't that the guy who said white people are in Japan? Apparently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Japanese people are white, and that's a problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the level he's got to. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the kind of shit we're dealing with nowadays.
So Arthur would be a Japanese, right? And that's a problem.
Arthur would just be whatever. I don't know what Arthur would be.
For some reason, I heard like Japanese, but like,
Well, I think the problem is with Yahtzee is you can tell when he moves to California in his videos.
Yes,
like,
even in his voice.
You can tell the exact moment he moved because he did them all in the UK. Then he moved to Australia, and you can see the difference in how he does stuff there. And then when he moves to California, it's like, wow, this is such a complete difference.
Yeah.
You know, it's so so terrible. Anyway,
Absolutely.
We'll come back to it, right?
He gave up on his principles, like even when he was still in Australia. But yeah, it's. I don't think like any of those like older reviewers from that era are like still relevant anymore. Like
no.
Out of curiosity, I decided to like watch because I was in a bar with a friend of mine today actually, and he said like, "Have I seen the nerd videos like angry video game nerds?" And I said like 10 years ago, and I watched his recent one. I have to say I was surprised, but he's still the same guy. Like he has much less hair than he used to have. He's going bald, but other than that, like he's still putting out the same content. So I'm like, well, the Vogue didn't reach him, or maybe because like he actually is a family man, so he is like a normal human being. It's So, but there's only like a couple of those people. Like most of them have just fallen into like an endless pit. But yeah, enough of
Like
skeletons now.
Yeah, half of them just stopped doing everything, and the other half realized they couldn't compete anymore.
Yeah, and the rest have
yeah.
just killed themselves. But like that's like the common.
Oh wow! You didn't have to mention Juario.
Juario, oh that was nasty. Ooh.
Happy International Men's Day, by the way.
Yeah, happy International Men's Day. I only knew about this an hour ago.
Ladies, say thank you to your man.
Mm-hmm.
If there are any female viewers, of course.
Yeah,
I'm sure there isn't.
Not anymore.
Say, I am available. Just hit me up on the link that's not going to be there.
Yeah, especially for Mary Linton. Speaking of which, let's talk about the second game. So yeah, that was my introduction to the whole series, and it begins with like the Grizzly Mountains. I think, but there was like the town that they go to, but I completely forgot.
What, Colton? Yeah, Colton.
Yeah, Colton. Yeah,
it's not really a town; it's a abandoned settlement.
Abandoned mining town. Yeah,
it used to be a. Oh yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, it's like the first few minutes. I remember that like somebody like when they were like giving a review about it, like they have like no idea who's the main character, and I'm like, yeah, it's the first 5 minutes of the goddamn game. Like, how could you tell from the cinematic like who's gonna be the main character?
Well, it's kind of easy to tell who's gonna be the main character.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, you've got.
You just look at the goddamn screen.
You look at the screen. There's two guys on horses. One is clearly the leader of a gang, and the other one is his enforcer. Which one do you think you're going to be playing as?
The leader of the gang, of course.
Uncle.
Uncle.
Probably.
Oh god. Lumbago.
Uncle's a really, really good character.
That's an interesting argument. I don't know who the main character is going to be. There's so many.
There's so many of them. What if it's gonna be Karen?
Yeah.
Do I play as Jack?
Oh my god, let's play as Davey.
Davey he's fucking died. All right, game's over. 10 out of 10.
No.
Anyway,
like you have to have like a quick time event of like placing 2 coins on his eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is not a Ubisoft game.
No, what? It wouldn't be a quick time event. It'd just be another cutscene, and then you play a quick time event of not doing anything, and then another 2-hour cutscene.
Lighting a cigarette. You gotta make that one count.
Okay, carry on.
Anyway, back to the opening.
Back to the opening. I think like I've done an excellent job at like it's right into the action, because I believe that like the very first thing that you do is that like you go out and like search for Micah, because like John are like the only two like riding on horses, and like you just hear about like the job that the Blackwater ferry job was like botched. But, like, you have no idea what happened on there unless you have played Red Dead Redemption 1, because you might have like some tidbits about that, but like other than that, like nothing really is revealed about that thing, which is like I like how they keep it ambiguous even like after the game.
Yeah, you're never gonna find out what happened.
Yeah.
No matter how much people keep saying, "Oh, Red Dead 3 should be like should end at the Blackwater massacre so people can see it," it's like no,
it's gotta ruin it.
Not everything needs to be explained. The whole point is to figure out what Dutch, like, if he was really the person he is, or he changed something.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, it's really like the question of like, did Micah corrupt Dutch, or was Dutch like that for the entirety of Red Dead Redemption series? Because it is revealed in the first game that like Dutch shot a woman in the head, and Micah was pushing him to do that, but I doubt like some new guy who has only been around this gang for like a few months can like persuade someone to do that kind of murder.
Yeah.
It really isn't in his character because like in chapter 2, if you murder a bunch of innocents, Dutch is going to approach you to like hate Arthur, like what the hell is going on with you? Like I need you sane. I can't let you like lose your mind like this.
Well, even with Sadie Adler, it's like he was disgusted by the fact that they made that the O'Driscolls made her a widow.
Yes, yeah, like he is welcoming people to his gang, and like he's willing to help them. But you see that it's like more of like that he has like an ulterior motive behind his actions. That like he just wants to use them. Like when you, like, I think like Hawke or Eric, you said that like when he was approaching the chieftain, like no, eagle flies, and like he tells this the very same line that like he was telling to Arthur that like you're kind of like a son to me.
Pretty sure that was Hawke.
Yeah, that was
right,
Hawke.
yeah.
It's like when you hear it as a Arthur, it's just oh god.
Oh, it's heartbreaking. Yeah.
It is really heartbreaking. The guy is like on his. It only has a few weeks left, and
Yeah, but
telling shit like this.
yeah, but it's also the fact that it's just so not so soon after he's also lost his other other father figure as well in Hosea.
Yeah, Hosea. Yeah.
So he's technically an orphan at this point, really.
Yeah, again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
like, Sadie. Well, Sadie is like a questionable addition to the series, but I felt like she was like still like normal in like the first few chapters, like the first one and the second one. It's like it's still like a widow who's trying to like pick herself up from a very tough situation, of course.
Oh yeah,
She was raped and like robbed entirely.
Yeah,
like
so
it was like a really good introduction to like the whole like gameplay system. Like when you just have to like gun down the Driscolls.
Yeah, and it sort of shows you that obviously you may be an outlaw gang, but your gang's different, which sets up the fall of the Vanderlyn gang to be much more impactful. Because you've just literally turned into those people at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arthur has that great line of like, "We're bad men, but we ain't them."
Yeah,
we ain't them. Yes.
Well, and it's like, yeah, for now.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like they would never turn that way until it was Micah who did it.
Yeah, Micah was like pulling them down to the dark path that like they shouldn't have ever been to. And like Hosea keeps like telling Dutch and even Arthur that like he doesn't agree with these new decisions.
Yeah,
like these like making a call to like kill people. Always been like a dramatic turn of events after those. Especially like when they start to get involved with Cornwall.
Oh yeah,
oil magnate.
Even says right at the beginning, we don't need to rob him.
Yeah, he's not a good business. Yeah.
Yeah.
How right he was.
Oh yeah, 100% right. The thing is about that is that was Dutch's decision alone to rob Cornwall. But if you notice something, this is always part of like my theory with Micah, with everything that happens. Micah knows too easily where that map is and the plans. In the one of the first missions when you rob the plans from the O'Driscolls.
Really? I never noticed that.
Yeah, Micah finds the map and the plans.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So it always makes me suspicious of him straight away.
Really? Oh.
So you're saying that like he used to ride with the O'Driscolls, or?
There's part of me that believes he did at some point have affiliations with the O'Driscolls.
Because he goes to Strawberry and he kills people that he used to be associated with, but we never see the guy.
But
So I like wondering like who the hell
who
those
was
were.
involved, one of the people who was involved in a fight with him is an O'Driscoll.
Yes, he's even with Driscoll in the prison.
Yeah, that's where he gets that information from to rob the stagecoach.
Yeah, damn.
And then he kills the guy straight away.
Yeah.
Which you do have to question, why did Arthur give him a gun? But
Well, because he expected, to shoot a few people to get out. He didn't expect Mike to then just decide to kill every single person that's ever existed in Strawberry.
Yeah.
I know this.
That
That's a bad mission. Just I was like, oh my god, I don't want to do any of this.
Yeah.
That
you're
was
right.
like such a chaotic introduction to that world, because like the first time I did that, I just couldn't believe it that I have to kill this entire village. Seriously?
Yeah.
You lose honor too. I'm like, wait, I'm not trying to lose honor. I'm trying to gain it.
I have to kill these people, otherwise Michael will die, and I fail the mission. So
Oh
I
no,
missed
Mike
the part
is
where
dead.
that's my problem.
the thing is, what I actually try and save that mission until I'm on Bandit Challenge. I think it's 4 or 5, where you've got to get a $250 bounty in one state.
Oh,
Because that one mission alone racks you up to about $250.
oh
Yeah.
wow, that's smart. Didn't think
Yeah,
of
it
that.
does. Like I have been riding around with 300 or 350 bounty on my head in New Hanover for like 2 weeks now, and it's so paranoid. Like every single time I load up my save, I have to run away from bounty hunters and lawmen.
You mean
I have to kill
West Elizabeth?
West Elizabeth, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that mission's just so insane. But yeah, because my theory on Micah is he's obviously just a chancer. He'll just join whoever he needs to survive.
Yeah.
And I think he was trying to rat the Vandalin gang out to the O'Driscolls to destroy him that way. And then when he realized he couldn't do it and the Pinkertons were too powerful, I think the scene that makes him start thinking about the Pinkertons is, when Milton and Ross turn up at the camp
Yes.
at the end of chapter 3.
Yeah,
I think that's the moment, because he realizes they can just turn up at any moment. They know where they are.
Yeah.
I think that's when he decides that he's going to start ratting them out. And I think what he does is he does it through. Obviously, he doesn't name himself straight away, which is why Milton says when they come back, they picked him up after Guarma. But how do they know to pick him up after Guarma?
Yeah, because like everyone else, even fucking Bill, managed to like sneak past them. So if Bill managed to like avoid them, and he's not like the brightest tool in the shed. But
So that's what makes me think. I think, truthfully, he tried to make the Blackwater heist go wrong because it was his idea and it all went wrong.
Yeah,
I think he was desperate for him to do that, but luckily Arthur and Hosea saved them. Then got out. After that, I think he realized that he has to get rid of Arthur. Because otherwise Arthur's just going to keep saving the gang. That's why he sets up the meeting between Combe and Dutch.
Oh, he's the one? I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, you say Micah's the one who keeps pushing for it, and Pearson just so happens to get cornered by O'Driscoll's and nothing happens to him.
Yeah.
Okay. And they just so happen to just kidnap Arthur.
That was always like rubbed me wrong, because like Arthur was sent to the top of the mountain, like the hills, to snipe, and then he gets knocked out, and like he has been like a prisoner for like a day or two, and no Dutch or anyone from the camp were like suspicious that like, hey, something's wrong, because like you ride back to the camp half dead.
Mm-hmm.
And they are like, oh, this really happened? Dude, what were you expecting?
Yeah, didn't Micah suggest him to be the lookout?
Yeah, Micah did, yeah.
Jesus.
And suggested the spot. This is also after Micah suggests a spot for a new camp, which is on the riverbed.
Yeah, that was the most retarded thing ever.
Yeah. So this makes me feel that he was at some point affiliated with the O'Driscolls until he realised the O'Driscolls couldn't do anything to the Van der Ling gang.
Yeah.
And after that, he had to think of another way, because I honestly think he just had a vendetta against. I honestly just think Micah just wanted to be the biggest outlaw, and he wanted to get rid of the gangs.
Yeah.
And the Van der Ling gang was the most powerful, just by being so amazing.
Yeah, like, well, they do like discuss like the O'Driscolls are just like really powerful in numbers, but otherwise like they are like incompetent. All you have to do is like you know how to shoot a gun or ride a horse. That's the qualifications for that. Van der Ling gang is like built on loyalty.
Yeah, I mean look at the gangs that exist in Red Dead 2.
Yeah,
you got the O'Driscolls, which are just bad numbers. You've got the Lemoyne Raiders, who are just remnants of the Civil War. They're nobodies.
Yes.
You've got the Murfree Brood, who are just savages in a cave.
Yes.
You got the Night Folk, who are just voodoo people in the swamps.
And the Delgado, I believe.
Who?
Those Mexicans.
The Del Lobos.
Lobo.
Del Lobo, yeah. The wolves, yeah.
Well, they're nobodies. You got the Laramie gang in like obviously afterwards, who are just hired books.
Yes.
And the Skinner brothers, who are just psychopaths and tall trees. So really, there's no really the Van der Ling gang is the only gang that's like really that powerful. So you can see why Michael wants to destroy them, because once they're destroyed, he makes the biggest gang.
Yes. In the mountains.
So yeah, that's what I think. I think he was always intending to destroy the gang.
Yeah, like he was like very creepy. Like when you go back to the house, because like he's chasing after Sadie.
Yeah,
he looks like he wants to rape her, something like that. And like
really
Dutch has to like get between them.
Yeah, which is really weird. You think that he wouldn't be able to do that if he's been with the Van der Ling gang?
Yeah, but he has only been riding with them for like a month or two.
6 months.
6 months, okay.
Yeah. Riding with him for 6 months by the time of the Blackwater heist. Yeah. I mean, he's not even in the gang a year at this point.
Yeah.
As in by the time it collapses. So, yeah, I just think I think 90% of the Van der Ling gang's collapses because Michael was actively trying to destroy it.
Yeah.
I think he is one of those interesting things where it's like when you find out he's a rat, it's like it's interesting to think back on everything that he's done.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know this, Mark, but like or after you've robbed the stagecoach with him, you can actually go back to where he was camped, and apparently you can find a note that's a Dutch's like bounty. The capture. Yeah, Dutch's bounty, capture or alive.
Yeah.
And of course, the reward.
Yeah.
How much is Dutch's reward?
I think on that one that he's got, it's only $1,000, but it's a very old note. Not a lot, but I think I think it's more now. But I think he's only got an old note. I think he's been wanting to do this for some time. Because Arthur's got a bounty in his head of 5,000.
Yeah, 5,000. That was hilarious because by that time I got like 15 gold bars collected. So I had like 6,000 in my pocket.
Can I turn myself in?
Can I turn myself in?
But yeah, so I mean, did anyone hear about the Abigail conspiracy when it came to being the rat?
No. Which one do you think of?
Yeah, there's a theory going around that Abigail was the rat of the Van der Ling gang, and she's the reason it was she caused the downfall.
No, like you need to have like intelligence, and the Abigail in Red Dead 2 is not that one.
Well, they're saying that because she was able to escape the Pinkertons in Chapter 4.
Yeah, but
she was the only one who really wanted to leave the gang. It's like, no, she didn't.
No, she was unsure about the future of the gang,
and
she even tells that to Hosea in one of the hidden combos.
Yeah, the problem is that she's too connected to Hosea and John for me to buy that she would just backstab them like that. Because it makes zero fucking sense.
And Arthur.
Oh, Arthur
and,
too,
and Little Jack.
And also all the other girls that she's friends with.
Well, I just mean, I was like, why would you rat them out? You want John killed or captured?
But like Tilly, Mary Beth, and Karen, like they're all friends.
Yeah, right.
She's also good with Uncle and Reverend, and all these people.
This is too much of a family to her for me to buy that she would just backstab like that.
Also, why would she wait over 5 years to rat them out? I mean, it didn't make sense to me, but obviously I'm just bringing it up in case anyone has read about it.
She can't make it alone, so it's like she needs this gang.
Also, she can't I mean, the epilogue even proves it that she doesn't really have much of a plan about anything. She doesn't even know what she wants. So.
I don't have a goddamn plan.
Anyway, so not to skip any further, but we'll go back to obviously Chapter 1, Coulter, with the cold and the snow, and how the story progresses. So carry on, Mark. I didn't mean to sidetrack.
Yeah, so I think like right after like they save Sadie after like the certain shit that like was going down with Micah, we go for the next mission, which is just like hunting and going after like the O'Driscoll gang, which have like a hideout up in the mountains as well. So you can get the plans that they would eventually go after Cornwall. But that mission gets botched because like the dynamite cannot be set straight. I think like Williamson fucks it up because like he couldn't set it up properly.
Was it Williamson or was it Arthur? Because like they keep going back and forth on that.
Yeah, it could be. It could be both of them, really.
Could be both of them, yeah. And you end up like shooting that place up, and like you just rob the place.
But the
like,
train
gets reported back to Cornwall.
Mission.
But that was funny though. Just like the dynamite would not set off, the train just rides past it. Oh shit! Now we got to chase after it.
Yeah, I actually wish there was more missions like that.
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah.
Because it's so fast paced, and like the other one is, it feels like a Western movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Ryan back in the cell with that.
It's just a shame that you couldn't do that with more trains in the game.
Yeah.
And train robberies are really broken in this game. What?
Because you were saying that something is broken, like the trains.
The train robberies are broken in this game.
Really? Because I did try to like rob the train in Valentine, and I remember that like I got like the entirety of the entire map like looking after me. Like
it's like you rob it and you'll get like say $100 from it, but you'll have a bounty of $300. It's like, well, what's the point of robbing?
Yeah.
What's the point of robbing a train? There's no monetary value. You know what I mean?
There's no value in it. Yeah.
It is one thing where I'm like, this is something I wish they'd bring back from the first game, which is those pardon letters. I think those would have been really useful. You didn't have to litter the whole game with them; just make them rare or whatever.
Yeah.
Like we did in the first game. But also in the first game, you could rob a lot of places.
Yeah.
Well, in this one, you're at the height of being in a gang, and you can't rob anywhere outside of missions.
Yeah. There's one robbery in what's that town? Rhodes, but that's behind an exclusive mission. Or I mean, it's like DLC.
Yes, it's a bank robbery. It's a special edition one. I'm like, oh right, okay. So I guess I can't do that one unless I buy another copy of the game.
Yeah,
I've contemplated though. I'm like, do I really want to spend $40 for a game I already own just for one mission?
Yes.
Yeah, one more mission. Oh, and
One
maybe
more
and maybe a horse.
What's the special horse in the special edition?
It's the war horse.
Oh, from the first game?
On the first game?
Yeah, no, you get a war horse, but it's just literally it's nothing. It's just a thoroughbred, so it's not even like faster than anything else. It's just
That
just
sucks.
a horse. It looks a bit black, and I'm like, I can just have the Shire horse from
Yeah.
the Hosea mission.
Beginning of the game.
Yeah. Which I'm actually riding it right now. But I've got this one, and I've got I finally caught the red chestnut Arabian.
The Arabian,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, but I got the red chestnut one. It's not the white one.
Uh-huh.
Man, the size difference between these two horses, fucking hell.
Like the first time when I was riding the Arabian and like the white horse, I was like, is the horse gonna die? It looks like almost as big as the mule and the donkey. But,
Yeah.
like it is fast. I give it that, but like otherwise, it's
Yeah, I
it doesn't make up for it.
I always feel like Arthur's just gonna like snap right in two. Snap it right in two. Just sitting on it.
Yeah.
I never minded it. I just thought it was funny because it's like when you're riding with the gang, especially, it's like he's like the smallest out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god,
Size doesn't matter. It's how you use it. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you bring back the donkey and just have it as your main?
Oh, you can ride donkeys around, but it's just.
Oh, I know, but like you can't have it as your main animal.
Yeah. Which is a shame.
Maybe with mods.
Mm.
Because I do know that like there's that old hag who lives nearby Strawberry, where you get the semi-auto.
Yeah, Watson's cabin. And there's a donkey in her
yes.
yard, and you can nick it. Yeah. I took it. I rode it around for a bit.
Yeah, I remember that like the moment you shoot her in the head, the donkey gets scared and it runs off.
Yeah. I never shoot her straight away, and then I kill her like kids when if you go back.
Oh, of course, the entire family. Yeah.
Yeah, so I shoot all the kids and leave her, and then obviously I come back a little bit later and shoot her with exploding shotgun shells.
Oh, wonderful!
Let her bury a kid.
Leave any of the remains. Yeah.
So anyway, that's my sick twisted.
Like I usually like put like a rope around her and just like ride down the mountain and just leave her in the river.
Oh, you could get Horseman Challenge 3 out of the way then, couldn't you? Or is it Horseman Challenge 4?
I just did that.
drag someone
for 3,300 feet, I believe.
Yeah,
in one go.
Oh, just as off topic, the challenges. What did you think of them?
It's I would say like they are like challenging enough for in the name, but it's kind of like annoying when you have to do like something like find 3 bears and like skin them, because so far,
kill and skin 3 bears, and one of the annoying ones is kill 5 cougars with the bow. And skin them.
I just got that, and I'm still trying to like remember like where did I see so many cougars. I think it's somewhere in the east part of the map.
Well, there's a cougar spawn on the way up to the trapper past Strawberry.
Really?
There's a cougar spawn near the legendary moose in Roanoke Ridge.
Okay.
Where you're heading towards the the laboratory of Marco Drago, is it? Drago?
Yeah, Drago.
Makes the robot.
Yeah.
There's one there. So if you keep going backwards and forwards between those two, you'll get them. And there's also one near Beaver Hollow at the back. at the river
All
crossing.
right.
Isn't that the Panther?
No, the Panther is near Catfish Jackson,
Right. Okay.
down in Lemoyne.
All right.
Which is
You
the
know,
only Panther spawn location, apparently.
No, there's two Panther spawns locations. That one, one near Catfish Jackson's, that's where that the bounty, not the bounty, is the debt collector. That
Right,
father and son. There's one there, and then the next one is near Lakay. But you have to go there at night to get that one.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Lakay, we know where they have the Chapter 5 camp when the Pinkertons attack.
Yeah.
And Arthur gets onto the machine gun.
That one, okay.
Yeah.
But at night, okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
You literally have to do it. You literally have to leave your horse as bait for the Panther to attack. It's
Well,
really
that's.
difficult to get.
Well, it's not like the horse gets attacked though.
No, but the Panther will spawn near it and then come towards the horse.
All right.
So you've got to try and set up a trap for it.
You can set up like a predator bait for that.
Yeah, but it's 9 times out of 10 when you're going after Panthers, it is literally they're already hunting you. You just got to make sure you can turn around fast enough to shoot them in the head.
What is like the recommended weapon against the Panther?
Rifle.
All
A
right.
rifle. I always use a bow.
A rifle or bow. That's what I do.
Do you
I wear
use Deadeye when you try to do that with the bow?
Yeah, constantly. Because it slows everything down while it's running at you. And with Deadeye, you can easily just get a headshot. And it's like, if you're hunting for perfect Panther pelts, it's best to do that.
All right. And it
'Cause
doesn't matter
otherwise
like
it's just-
which area you shoot the arrow to, or does it?
Oh, it has to be head. If you get the head, you're always going to get perfect pelts.
All right.
Anywhere else, you're going to damage it, aren't you?
Okay, because like I I had to get like perfect rabbit pelts, and for some reason I kept aiming at the head, and it didn't give it to me, and I decided to like aim at the body of the rabbit, and I
when it comes to little animals, you really it's just a luck of the draw what you get.
Yeah.
Because I'll shoot a squirrel with a small game arrow, and it'll be like 3 stars. I'll shoot it in the head, and I'll come up and say down to 1 star. I'm like, oh right, cheers, thanks.
Oh damn.
I've never really had issue with that. I don't. The only
I
issues
always
I have
run
is
over
with
them with my horse.
The only issues I have is like with snakes.
Yeah, snakes are difficult.
Sometimes it just doesn't give me a perfect pelt for whatever, even though I aimed at the head.
Yeah.
Like what?
I recently encountered a snake and I tried to kill it with a knife. And I was like, oh god, I'm so fucking retarded. Because the snake bit me and then I got like poisoned, but I had ginseng. So
yeah.
But it was such a beautiful game. Like I like how the animal behavior is like realistic enough, but it's like not too realistic, so it's like still like a enjoyable game experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, like back to chapter 1. So I think like the end of that is you just come down from the mountain and you ride with Hosea, and then your card breaks down. You put the wheel back in where it belongs, and I don't know if that's like a mechanic in the game because I haven't encountered that afterwards.
No,
it's a special event.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it never happens ever again.
Yeah, everything is perfect after that.
No, it's just something that it teaches you like that. Not a quick. It's sort of like a quick time event. But yeah, it's just something to do.
Yeah,
I feel like chapter 1 is very much set in the story up.
So it's the story and the mechanics for the game. Yeah, I think it's like the perfect tutorial, but at the same time, it's like not daunting enough to like go through it like
Yeah.
on several occasions. Like there are some of those games where like if I have to like give like a quick example that I have recently replayed was like Deus Ex Human Revolution. I know like how both you have played or seen that game.
Yeah.
First 10 or 15 minutes of that is literally just like unskippable cutscene where you just go through like a lab, and right after that like you get into the action, but like you're so garbage, like you only have like a pistol that you can use and like a machine gun, but otherwise like you just get destroyed, you get in a coma, you wake up after a year of that, and you're now a cyborg, and then you can finally begin playing the game. But like that first 15 minutes is just for you to like jump around, and like you don't really get too much story behind that.
Yeah.
I feel like Red Dead did the right choice of just actually engaging the player of like with the experience instead of just like teasing them.
Yeah, it's always the best way to incorporate. Not that it's necessary, at least how I see it, but good to incorporate story with the tutorial, so that's characters learning and you're learning for mutual.
Coulter's just short enough to be okay with it. It's one where there's just, I think, was it like 6 missions? I think
about
yeah,
and it's like there's nothing really, there's nothing. There's a few things that stand out, but it's one of those where it's like, it does what it needs to do.
Yes.
But the meat of the game is definitely chapter 2 and 3.
Yes, it's that definitely like chapter 2 is like, I have heard that like a lot of people like consider chapter 2 to be the best in the game, because like that's like when like you're at the lowest with the gang at the camp, because like you just like walked away from like one of the most dramatic moments for the gang itself. But after all, like the Dutch is still positive and everyone is in high spirits to like rebuild from like the ashes. But it's also like once you replay the game, like you understand that like this is like a very good spot to like explore and like go back to, because like both clothing wise, because like if you want to do like some hunting in the mountains, you can just like walk back and like you can change your clothes. I don't know if you need to like go back to the camp to do that specifically, because I remember like in Red Dead 1 you can just change clothes wherever you are near like a hotel. So
one of the best things you can do is create 3 separate outfits that you can start with, and then you can change them on your horse. But
really, you can change that on your horse? Because I only thought like you can only do that with the hat that you have.
No, you can change it on a horse if you save an outfit to your horse.
All right. Okay.
I will
have
say,
you not done that yet?
No, I haven't.
Are you joking?
I'm not kidding.
No, it's
I've been only rolling with like the first gameplay. I had like the default t-shirt, not t-shirt, but like outfit that you have for like summer with the
no
Alton
way.
Morgan. And, yes, way. And I only changed to like the winter outfit, like when I had to go to the mountain, and then change back. Yeah,
you can.
The game. I will say the game doesn't make it clear, because like
it says if you go into outfits, you can go into custom outfits, and it will say press a button to store to horse.
Okay, I completely missed it, because I felt like the customize is only for basically like give you like a customized option that you can save as a preset. So like the next time you come back to like your bed, you can just like click on the outfit and it's gonna load all the necessary.
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking too.
Okay.
So every time I changed outfits, I was like, okay, well, I guess I gotta pay $4 to go to the changing room.
No, nothing like that. Oh, you get tons of outfits to start with as well.
I know.
And
I know about that.
You can mix and match stuff. Did you not? Oh my god, this is terrible. Oh my god, you are
You want to
literally like
leave
those
now?
people. You are literally like those people on Reddit who go, "Oh, I didn't know you could shoot people in this game."
Hey, that is going a bit too far. Come on.
Oh,
I mean, like, I haven't done 9/11 jokes just yet.
Jesus. But anyway, so yeah, you can so you can change your outfits and travel around. It makes it so much easier.
Right.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Now I'm gonna keep that in mind because it does it does make sense because I was like thinking like okay you gotta like have a camp like near roads, but you still have to go back to the Grizzlies for like some business to do, attend to. But like,
Yeah.
would you fucking like pick up like a winter coat in roads where it's like above like 20 degrees Celsius, and ride all the way back to like the Grizzlies in that? Yeah,
No, you
no,
can
it does make
you can
sense.
swap. It's like right now I've got 4 different outfits on my horse.
How the
'Cause for
hell
some
does
reason,
it fit in that horse?
I don't know,
Okay,
but
it's a Shire horse.
I've
How
got a
does all
winter
the guns fit in there? I don't know.
I've got my winter outfit. I've got my normal outfit. I've got my
Right.
smart city outfit, and I've got my swamp outfit. So
I just got
Okay.
my denim jacket because that's all I need to have the style in the late 1800s.
Gotta get the drip.
that denim jacket that glitches every single time.
It has not
Like,
glitched for me.
You're in a
I'm
cutscene.
Dude, I'm looking fly as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm picking up ladies that I can't sleep with because the game won't
I
let me.
think I think like the code that glitched for me is the duster. Like it keeps getting stuck in the horse.
Yeah, I hate that.
I don't like the fact that the scout jackets are a glitch to have patches on them if you're a little bit underweight.
Yeah.
It's like scout jackets are really nice, but the only one that doesn't glitch is the one you make at the trapper.
Yeah.
But that's no good because it's too warm.
Too warm, really.
Yeah, so you can't wear it half the places you go to.
Oh, damn it.
So I can't wear it in like Saint Denis or in like Lemoyne or anything like that. I can only wear it properly in like the Grizzlies.
Yeah. Does John inherit those outfits after?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do know about the
with
glitch
an
that you can
addition
do
of his
with
own
like
outfit.
Yeah.
yeah, the
You
glitch
can
that
literally you can dress John up as Arthur in Arthur's outfit.
yeah, well, he looks almost like Arthur, so
No, it looks terrible.
do you have your games updated as well? So
yeah, my game constantly gets updated. You know, I try not.
okay, yeah, okay. I have heard that like version 1, Red Dead 2 had like a better John Marston model.
Oh yeah, looked a lot better.
Yeah, I wouldn't know because I didn't get that.
Yeah, that was a lot better, but the recent lot is just fucking.
Yeah. I've seen like a video. I don't know if I want to like pull it up. I think it's gonna be enough. But like apparently, like the first version of the game even allowed you to like explore like the rest of the map with Arthur, and there were like a lot of dialogue with him. Like you can go next to Tumbleweed, where the guy is like burying bodies, and like you can have the conversation that you would have otherwise with John. That like Arthur is just asking like, "What the hell is up with these bodies?" And like there's like cholera, like cholera. Yeah, the plague is like going through Armadillo. Yeah. You have the full conversation with the artist. I was like, "What the hell?"
Well, it's like with the dinosaur bones. That quest.
Yeah, that quest can be completed with the Arthur as well.
Yeah. But we decided to cut it out because for some reason we didn't want Arthur in New Austin.
Well, even the fishing mission too. And this was weird because usually there's like if you start with Arthur and then you move to John, there's like conversation to acknowledge that you're different characters.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it doesn't happen with the fishing guy.
No, he just does it.
Yeah.
He goes, oh,
It just assume it's the same guy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
am I missing something here?
Yeah.
Oh, and it's like, oh, Arthur could have finished this one. There was dialogue before they cut it out or whatever.
Like the middle of the dialogue is cut out, but like the beginning and the ending, like when Arthur gets like, "Oh my god," it's still there, acted by the guy.
Oh yeah, but apparently it wasn't modeled, so he just has a blank face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that was, but yeah, I try to save that guy for John, but because I can't handle the weird, like no middle dialogue. It's just
it is.
oh hey, you're back. Okay, let's go, John. Wait, do you already know who I am? I haven't met you before in my life.
Yeah,
There's a lot of that, and it's like I've realised that once in one of my last playthroughs before this new one that I'm doing, I tried to save all the strangers for John, apart from the ones obviously that you have to start as Arthur, otherwise you can't get them. And yeah, I'll be honest with you, John's not great once it comes to the epilogue.
yeah, it's not like.
Well, the problem is the dialogue, right? The way it's written, it doesn't emulate John. It's still Arthur.
No, it is Arthur Marston.
It's such a shame because I was like looking at a video and it's like it's the exact same delivery. Well, not the same, but you know what I mean, the same lines, and I'm like, oh, that's a shame. It could have been written differently to add a little more variety.
Yeah. Because like when John is remembering Arthur, because like when you go back to those people that used to know Arthur, it is completely different wise than those recreations of those scenes with John Marston saying those exact same lines that Arthur would say anyway. It's just not the same character.
Yeah.
Well, I get there's more work that needs to be done, but I don't know. It would have been icing on the cake.
Yeah,
and the problem is if you don't save some stranger missions until for John, you don't really have much to do in the epilogue after the story's done.
Yeah.
No.
And you soon find yourself just in this massive open world that has nothing going on. You're like,
that's always the problem with just open world video games in general.
Oh yeah, I know that, but in a world that's got so much stuff, there's very little to do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Even with the first game, it's like, oh, I guess like can't really do anything.
Let's go fishing.
Yeah, it's like well, there's nothing like for John to do. It's like you've got that one side quest with Evelyn Miller, and that can only be done by John.
Yeah,
and obviously you've got the a few bounty missions, but after that, it's like, oh, this is your farm, work on it. It's like, well, what else? There should be more for me to do. But I know obviously it's the story of how John's got to stay on the. You know what I mean? He's not an outlaw. But you think there's still be more stuff to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a bit of a missed opportunity for you to seek prequel, whatever. But
also, the interactions with like Uncle, Abigail, and Jack are pretty basic on Beach of Hope compared to what you can do in the camp.
The first game, yeah.
Or even in the second game, like the camp of the Van der Linde, it's like then you compare it to Beach of Hope, and you're like, fucking hell, there's nothing here.
Yeah, it's like I think like we had like a more elaborate discussion on this, but like I still hold this opinion that like, I feel like the riots for the epilogue were completely different than the ones that did the main game.
Yeah,
it's just even more apparent in the dialogue. Epilogue.
The epilogue feels like Red Dead 1.5.
I would have said 0.5, but yeah.
No, it feels like there's just a little bit more than the first game, but there's still so much taken out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's even a shame when you're working on the farm because it's like you only make like $10 or something. I'm like, this is
You make $8 in total for a day's work.
It's like it's so boring.
Yeah, and you're like, right, okay.
I just want to go back to robbing people because apparently I can make more.
Oh,
Not that much more, but a little more.
Yeah, but it's like I get it was on a story perspective, but if you really wanted people to stick to what the story thing is, give us stuff to do. Give us actually interactions with Uncle and Abigail. Make us actually feel like we're actually a family on this farm. Like, all right, you can't have poker nights with everybody. Okay, I get that. You can't do all that, but have like
that would have been nice.
Or have like sing-arounds with like the campfires and stuff, and actually, have things where you can talk to people, like have conversations, and
take
like,
a bath.
Yeah, or have like Jack read and do stuff, and
that would have been
cool.
Have activities with like Jack.
Yeah, stuff, go hunting with Jack or something. That would have been cool.
Or even just do things with like animal handling with Uncle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Actually, do something.
I should be able to have sex with my wife.
Yeah, shag Abigail.
Shagabelle, yeah. Because like supposedly like John had a daughter as well, but like
I had a daughter. Yeah,
that was.
Oh yeah, line. That's God. I remember that. I had a daughter. I'm like, wait, what? Wait, hold on. I gotta replay Red Dead 2. Where was his daughter? I don't remember this.
My daughter called Arthur Morgan.
Yeah, but also the thing is, the daughter could have been born between 1907 to 1911.
Yes.
Yeah, but then how does Javier know? That's beside the point. I'm just saying it was just a weird thing that you have to think about. Like that happened in between. Did she have an abortion? She pro-choice?
Well, considering the fact that Bill is 33 years old in Red Dead 2, but in the additional material for Red Dead 1, Bill's 29 in 1911. There's a lot of things that have changed.
Yes.
With his gray hair, he's 29?
Bill's 29 in Red Dead 11, supposedly, with additional material.
Yeah. No way. He even was missing his teeth.
So I'll see if I can find it, but it does say in like additional material. Bill is 29 in 1911, yet in Red Dead 2, which is set 12 years previously, he's 33 years old.
Okay.
But he's 29 and he's already graying. I'm like, what?
Hang on, let me see if I can.
It's like it's clearly he's supposed to be older. I don't know if there's like a miscommunication. How old is Dutch supposed to be?
I can't believe you.
Is he 21, Dutch, in Red Dead 1?
And what Dutch is 12?
Let's see if I can find it. From additional information for Red Dead 1, Bill Williamson. Bill Williamson is a 29-year-old, big and burly former soldier.
Former soldier, 29. No way.
Hang on, let me see if I can. I'm gonna send you this.
All right.
His hair is gray and he's almost balding. He's lost half of his teeth. Okay, 29.
I'm gonna put this on the screen once I get it.
All those wrinkles, I guess. I don't know. Side note, I didn't know you could look at the comments on here, but I see Legacy's watching.
Hi, Legacy has been here. Welcome, Legacy. Okay, let's see.
I can beat bears in a fight. All right, it will happen one day.
No.
No way, Jose.
Bears is a huge, massive black guy that even I'd have difficulty overpowering.
Yeah, but come on,
Eric. You're a very small Mexican child.
Speed outbeats power. Okay.
Well, you know when Bears is beating you to death with all that power, you can think, man, that was fast.
Okay, I think like it's on the screen now. Yeah, Bill is a
Wow.
29-year-old.
What the fuck?
Why have that?
Yeah, it's.
It's like a
I think like
prequel
they
wasn't supposed
weren't
to
like
happen.
really thinking about this, but like at the same time, like John is confirmed to be like in his late 30s, right?
He's 38 in Red Dead
38.
1.
Okay, he's like
So
9
he's 10
years
years
older
older.
than Bill.
Yeah, pretty much.
How?
He's not. He doesn't even have a shred of gray in his hair. What the fuck?
I don't know.
No way.
But then again, you have to remember, in obviously the first Red Dead, obviously the history wasn't put together because
No, yeah.
they try and say that the gang fell apart in 1906.
So he would have been what, 23?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Bill Williamson left the army when he was at the age of 12. It's like, because
He was obviously in the military for a very short amount of time. Okay, this is something as well. Obviously, everyone's played Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2, right?
yeah,
Okay. Obviously the retcons. So obviously I know a few retcons that have been made with everything and a few, discrepancies. Did anyone else notice stuff or want to talk about any of them or anything like that?
I think like because like when I was chasing Javier in the first game, he when you capture him,
Mhm.
he keeps telling you that like, well, Abigail wouldn't want this. Like, Abigail always thought you were just a creep. And I was like, when did that ever happen in the second game?
Yeah.
Because like I can't remember. Because like Javier is like one of the most friendliest guys in the gang.
Yeah.
At least with Arthur. Because like I don't know like how much discussions he had with
Well,
John. But
I remember
never
he-
really looked down on him as much
Mhm.
as Micah or like any of those other people. So.
Well, I had asked you, Mark, on the last episode.
Yeah.
Of like, isn't it weird that Javier feels like a different character?
Yeah.
Yes, and like he has like a proper Mexican accent in the first one. Second one is somehow he has more like an American one.
Well, in the first game, he's literally just a dirty Mexican.
He is 100% Mexican. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a dirty Mexicano.
Welcome to Mexico.
Viva la Mexico! It's like, okay. And in the second game, he's obviously a bit more, suave.
Yeah.
But yeah, like with Bill was just personality-wise similar, except for he just turned so evil. You know what I mean?
He did. Yeah.
It's like
I know, like
wow.
what the fuck Dutch and him was doing in Colombia, but man, like South America, it really fucks up people.
Yeah, but it's just a bit like, he's not very bright in the second game. He's easily manipulated by Micah and Dutch. Okay, but by the time the first game comes around, he's raping people. He's burning he's turning barns into the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and you're like, what the you look back at it and you're like, Jesus Christ, Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, he's raping people. I thought he was gay. So he's just raping men.
Oh yeah, that gay thing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that.
Fucking
supposedly people thought he was gay in the first game, and I've never.
I've yet to fight. Yeah,
I still believe in that, but like the biggest like shit, because like of course like coming from Red Dead 2 first, it's just like I can't believe that Bill can like lead a gang on his own, like of that size.
Yeah.
Like, if he is like one of like the scariest things supposedly in the Wild West, that what is left of it, then like what? No way. He's a complete dumbass. Like I just had like a random mission in Red Dead 2 where Javier finds you when you were roaming around.
And says that Bill's been captured.
Bill's has been captured. It's like he gets captured and he's doing dumb things. We should do something about it. They're like, okay, let's just save him first. I'm like,
Well, it is this weird thing where it's like we say Bill's a dumb character, but yet he was able to pull off the successful heist with Arthur in Valentine.
Yeah.
Made a lot of
Maybe-
money. Not enough
Yeah.
to go to Tahiti, apparently, but we
Yeah,
made
but,
it.
but here's
Maybe
the thing.
Williamson
Here's the
is the
thing.
brick or the rat.
No. The reason why the bank heist in Valentine works is because a certain person has no knowledge of it.
Oh,
Oh, Cornwall?
damn.
Micah has no knowledge of the bank heist.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there's a
Everything, every other heist he has knowledge of, which is why something goes wrong.
That is really perceptive, yeah.
And it's not
Damn.
even me like making it up. I'm literally just telling you what happens in the game.
no. It's just it's you've said all this stuff, Hawk, and I'm like, and I'm replaying the game as well, so I'm like, I'm trying to keep a close eye on everything this time.
But also look at every obviously Lenny gets tricked by that stagecoach one in chapter 4. But
Yes.
when he
Yeah.
robs a place with those guns, it succeeds.
Right? Yeah.
It's like there's another one where Micah had no knowledge of it. So it's just a bit like, you know.
What about the one where like Dutch gets fooled by the Italian mobster?
Bronte?
Bronte, yeah.
Who does Dutch recommend they come with him straight away?
Micah.
Yeah, and it's Arthur who wants Lenny.
Damn. Yeah.
Well, to get back to the story, do you want to talk about Micah for a little bit?
Yeah.
Furry, ratty-like. Yeah.
Yeah, the rat, like
The rat.
most disappointing thing about him is that like you can't really study him, even though you're standing next to him.
Yeah. I think
the game gives you the recommendation how to finish him once and for all.
The thing with Micah is he's so blatantly obvious going to be the problem.
Yeah.
But it becomes a bit like, how did other people not see it?
Micah reckons that there might be a rat in our gang. Like, oh really?
Yeah.
Why is he the only one who's antagonizing people around here?
Yeah.
Why are you sharing plans with him?
It is one of those things where I'm like, see, it was one of the things why I didn't like Dutch, because he was just sitting on his ass, and it's like keeps trusting this guy that just does nothing but cause problems.
In the beginning of the game, like if we go back to chapter 2, like he is really pissed off with Micah. Like he keeps like trying to like make sure that everyone is able to work together with everyone else, but at the same time you can see that like he's not happy with him.
Yeah.
But like Arthur expresses these feelings towards like that. Like, yeah, I don't think like Micah really belongs here. Like, we should cut him loose because like he's only gonna be trouble for us. And Hosea agrees with that. But Hosea is also like the one that like in the very beginning of the game you can hear him like cough all the time, and like he's not doing too well himself. He's getting sick to the point that like he's just not able to like participate in those things. But it really hurts because like it slowly degrades to the point that like Dutch is trusting Micah way more than anyone else.
You try and think of how Micah gains Dutch's trust, and it's literally just by agreeing with everything he says.
Yeah.
And you're like, really?
Yeah.
Well, he tells Dutch what he
sucking
wants.
his stick.
Yeah, he tells him what he wants to hear. That's what, because Dutch is really big on loyalty, and I guess Mike is able to bullshit him into believing that he's loyal.
Yeah, and that's like the kind of moment that like at the big ending of the game, because well we can jump around the chapters or whatever. It's like when you approach Dutch approaches you at the very end of the hill when Arthur is dying, and like Dutch is slowly realizing like how much of a fuck up he made.
Yeah,
that is so good. He slowly looks at Mike, and Mike is like, "Come on, Dutch, we can get the money." It's like he doesn't say a single word. He just like slowly looks at Arthur and he's like disgusted by himself. It's like he let himself fall, even though like he had like the most loyal guy in the entire game.
Even there, it's like Arthur is still being loyal to Dutch, even with all that.
Yeah.
And it's like Dutch is like, oh right, okay. I seem to have like because what always gets me is obviously with the dialogue is Arthur's still talking to Dutch and like wanting Dutch's not approval, but trying to talk to Dutch and everything like that.
Yeah, he wants to reach out to him.
Yeah, what's Micah talking about? The money.
Yeah.
And it's there where Dutch is like, oh, there's this person who's dying who I've abandoned, who is completely loyal to me, and there's this person who I was following just because they were kissing my ego, and it's like, I think I may have picked the wrong person.
Well, he actually does.
Too bad.
Well, he does try to say something, and that's what I really like, where he's like, I.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know what to. It's like, he just walks away because he knows he fucked up.
I did like look up like some interviews with the actor himself, and like he said that like when they were doing that scene and they finished, like he broke down and was crying for like hours because like it really because like the emotions that he had like from working years with the crew to like get those scenes together.
Yeah,
it really got to him. But at the same time, I'm wondering if there was actually dialogue there, but like he was just like so up in those emotions, like he just couldn't express them anymore. And Rockstar just decided to like grow with that. But at the same time, like he also confirmed that like Rockstar doesn't like really go with improvisation that much, unless like they really like that. So
yeah.
The only improvisation I know was like Javier pointing the
Javier
gun
not pointing the gun.
Yeah.
But like
that's about all
that is like a major scene, so I doubt that they would improv that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that is a beautiful scene. It's if the game would have ended there, I wouldn't have blinked an eye.
The problem is Micah needed his comeuppance.
But yeah, like maybe like show like a scene that like he has TB now.
No, the thing is, it's one of those where I get it that Arthur has to die, but it's one where you have to start thinking, was it impossible for Arthur to actually kill Micah?
Oh no, I think I saw like a video of like someone showcasing a glitch in the first version of Red Dead 2 that you can throw like a tomahawk into Micah, and then you can just run away with the money if you decide to like go back for the money, because then you have like the knife fight, and just throw like a fucking knife into his head.
Yeah, I know you can do that, but as in like actually canonically, it's a bit like why did John have to kill Micah? It's like, oh well, John had to kill Micah so that Agent Ross was on his trail. It's like, but did he though?
No.
No offense, but he bought a farm next to Blackwater with the name John Marston 12 years after, was it 8 years after shooting up the place?
Yeah.
I mean, you do have to wonder in the original game of like, well, how did they find him? I don't know, but that's beside the point. I would disagree. I thought the ending was like, you really could have just ended it there, because honestly, I thought everything was satisfying. Like John Epilogue was just icing on the cake for me. It's like,
I'll be honest, the epilogue's fine. It's just with certain plot points and characters that I just go like, no.
Right.
Yeah, I always thought like the epilogue is more like a free DLC for like
exactly,
yeah. Like they're too embarrassed because like the Abigail section, so like it's free.
Yeah, Abigail in the epilogue. I mean, honest to God.
Yeah. But when you get to like play with John Marston and like go back to those like old places from Red Dead 1 with like the modern Red Dead 2 engine, it's like, oh boy, like it's an eye candy.
Yeah.
Well, it makes me question because I always question whether prequels are always necessary, and I feel like the only time for me personally, like it can be necessary, is within a video game
Yeah.
because part of the fun is in that is just because you're interacting with it.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
it's a movie and a book, it's like I don't know. Do you get that same satisfaction?
The thing as well with the Red Dead series is with it starting in 1911, there's not much we can go forward with. So you're going to have to keep going back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, sure, but I mean, like when it's so close to the original, like they could have just said a story at any point with different characters, but they decided to go with the Vanderlyn game.
Yeah. The thing is, I understand it, and I agree with what they did. Obviously, the only problem is moving the series forward. What people want is to go back in time and then play as Dutch. I'm just like, I don't understand why you want to do that.
We already understand like Dutch's character. We don't need to have more.
Playing as Dutch first, starting up the gang. Why? Why not make it an original character? Starting up their own gang or doing something else, because we know how all this ends.
Yeah. You even hear it from the man himself.
Yeah. I don't.
Or like the other idea, which is you play as Davy or.
Oh yeah.
Like
plays Davy up until the Blackboard Massacre. Why? Well, then you can play the epilogue as like
play
Arthur
as
Morgan.
Jenny.
It's like play the epilogue as Arthur Morgan. The epilogue would be the start of Red Dead 2. So yeah, I think the series is going to have to like make some new characters up and do a different time period, as in like probably like the 1880s or something.
yeah, for sure.
So,
and I'm in the minority, but I would like to see a sequel of Jack. That's just my preference. Like, if I don't know, you could take it a whole new direction, maybe.
Yeah,
that's just me.
Well, my problem with that is obviously is just there's not you start going into that mafia era, and it just stops being Red Dead.
Oh, I know, but that I guess that's why I would want it. I guess because it's like, ooh, times are changing. It's different.
Well, the thing is, the problem is with me is I've seen the story of the Old West dying in 2 cowboy games now. I'd like to see the Old West actually at a point where, something, this is the West.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially gameplay wise.
And the thing is, the Old West stretches from like the 1820s to like obviously 1929. It's like a 100-year period that you can choose from. And so far, we've just seen 12 years, but in like obviously 1899, 1907, 1911, and 1913. So.
Well, it's like the end, and then I guess it's like a post-Western, or post-outlaw.
Yeah, I mean, like Red Dead Redemption, like the first Red Dead game, it doesn't feel like it's set in 1911 though. That's the thing.
How does it feel like?
Parts of it actually just feel like it's set in like 1870. For the way things are done.
I understand where you're coming from. Yeah.
It's like you get to Mexico and you're like, this could easily be like, imagine a scene like people like fighting at the Alamo. Like that's so like still using flintlocks. That's how out of time it feels. And then like the only place that feels like 1911 is Blackwater, and
Right. Yeah.
everywhere else just feels like this is like the 1800s.
Like I think like maybe like at that time era was like that like people weren't really caught up
Oh
with
yeah,
like
I get
technology.
that. It's just one of those things where it's like, oh, the old west is dying, and it's like
Yeah.
you get in there, and it's like, well, really, it's not. You just
Really now.
you kept being told. I mean, obviously, with them not really changing the assets that much for the 1914 section,
Yeah. They
it
have
doesn't
like
feel like anything's
new
changed.
buildings and that's all.
I don't even think they have new buildings in the 1914.
No, it's the same. There's
It's
not much
exactly
of
the
a
same,
change
yeah.
other than Jack.
Yeah,
All right.
it's not like the Red Dead 2 one where like there's buildings.
As far as I
built.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
Well, and again, it's like it's a video game. It's like, well,
Oh yeah, it doesn't really
I guess
matter. But
I guess no. I mean, like when you're told the West, the Wild West is dying, it's like, well, it's a game. They got to give you something to shoot at, I guess.
yeah, exactly. I know that. It's just that at some point you're like, oh, this is 1911 and not, which makes me think, why don't we just do a game set at the height when quite obviously they can do that.
Yeah, for sure. That would build your own gang or something. Yeah, that would be really fun.
I mean, even if it's like you could have a redemption arc of like obviously with the Indian Wars or something because they seem very interested in Indians. Sorry, Native Americans. I do apologize.
Yeah.
But
not 9/11 Indians.
No, which is ironic because it's known as the French Indian War, and you know they were Native American.
That's gonna stick there.
What? Oh yeah, the war that led to America being independent, and no one realizes it. But you've got all these like obviously like Custer and all that sort of stuff, so you can have people like doing that and then redeeming themselves. You know, there's a lot of room for redemption to keep it. Red Dead Redemption.
Yes.
That doesn't have to revolve around the Van der Linde gang.
Or if they felt like redemption is too much for the Vanderlyn gang, maybe I don't know, Red Dead Revolver 2 or something.
Yeah, or something.
I think they just gonna like leave that series to die. Where it is.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I can just see him going like, oh well, GTA 5's made online's made us so much money. We'll just do the same for GTA 6. They just give up making video games like Valve.
Yeah, it's not because I think like Valve, for example, like they have tried to make a game, but I feel like it has been so long since the last release. And the other thing is that like the technology is just fucking ass. Like I'm talking about Half-Life Alyx, where it's like a VR only game. That was like a game breaker for me because like the VR that like you need to like have like a unique like set of that because you can play it with like normal VR headset, which doesn't cost as much as like the one that Valve made, which is I think like it's $1,200. Like,
Jesus Christ,
something
not
like
that
that.
much.
That's my like entire month's wage.
I mean, like not if we include like the kind of like hardware that you need in the PC to run the damn thing. It's something really high. I remember that much. It's like, yeah, all right.
So if you want to even try and enjoy this game, you're gonna have to at least give up a month's wage. It's like, no.
Yeah,
No,
probably like when you have like all the fingers attached that. Yeah, but it's just too much.
Wait until Red Dead VR.
Because like Valve used to be the kind of company. Like, we're going a bit off the edge, but Valve used to be the company that like makes a game and it's gotta be played on all the platform because they gotta make sure that like it runs on lowest fucking garbage. And like Left 4 Dead and like Half-Life was that, but now they have like they're going for like a completely different audience. Even like the Steam Deck, like I think while it's affordable, I think it's like very different, like what they used to be aiming for.
The thing with like Rockstar, I can honestly see them bringing out GTA 6, the single player is going to be absolutely shit, but they're going to put all their effort into the online mode to try and make GTA what they did with GTA 5 online.
It's not going to be shit. They put the dialogue option from Red Dead. You can greet and disown people if you want.
Hooray! That's what we wanted in GTA.
That's
if that's it, if that's all they put in, I'm like, okay, so nothing then.
Howdy, and and the person doesn't say howdy back, so you might as well.
Hey, Barn.
So the thing is with GTA 6, I can just see them putting like the bare basic effort into it.
Yeah.
The single player is just going to be, this is what you can do in online.
Yeah.
And then they're going to put all the effort into online. And then I don't think they'll ever make another game again, because why make more games when you can just constantly just update an online game?
I did see that like they recently or some other time like they have released like a Sasquatch screen for GTA Online. I was like, that's Red Dead. Like,
yeah.
Why are you teasing us?
Well, they had that in GTA 5, I believe.
Oh yeah, okay.
GTA, and then it turns out it was just some dude in a costume. It's like, okay, I don't. Yeah.
Maybe it was the same in Red Dead 1. It was just people in costumes, in Sasquatch costume.
It is a shame that they are dropping Red Dead, because it would have been great to get an Undead Nightmare too. See how Arthur and the gang react.
Yeah.
See what kind of interesting missions they could have gone on.
Well, just like really, like I would have been happy with like the DLC missions, where like you go with Arthur. Like maybe it could have been like something like before the Black War Massacre, like just some short story. I would have been happy with that.
Yeah.
Or something in Guarma maybe, because there was a lot more that you could have done in Guarma, and then they took it out for some reason.
Something interesting in there, yeah. Like be a pimp, like have like a slave ship.
Was it? There's 5 hours of content from before Guam, not Guam, before Blackwater.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could have done something, but the thing is, Red Dead 2 is complete enough that I don't, miss anything.
Oh, sure, of course. It's just I kind of like I wouldn't have minded even more content, because like it's kind of like once you like reach like the end of Red Dead Redemption 1, like you feel like cool, like but like is there more? And then you have Undead Nightmare. It gives you like a bit different experience, but it's kind of like a remix of like the map that you already have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I like that one.
It's interesting, yeah.
It's a good parody fun too, I'm gonna stand over here by myself with nobody around, and the guy gets eaten by zombies.
I know, it's my bag is down that dark, lonely street, so I'm gonna go down there by myself, completely unarmed.
I love that. I love that scene.
That was so stupid. I love it.
Yeah, it was just like,
and Seth is just going and stealing that fucking thing again.
Yeah. But they gave the fans what they wanted, because people had put complaints in. They said they wanted to play as John Marston, obviously, in the epilogue and free roam. So they let him in Undead Nightmare, but unfortunately, John's a zombie. So
that's can't go well.
They complain that they don't want to play as Jack.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to play as Jack?
Oh,
people, damn nag.
People hate Epilogue Jack. I thought that was funny.
Epilogue Jack's just annoying. That's the problem. Work your damn nag.
He's not really a full character. Like I can like understand that he's just like beginning his journey down the road to be an outlaw, the last living member of the Vandalin gang.
Yeah, but it's still
but you think he would have like some sort of respect like his dad did?
Nah.
I don't know. No, you damn nag. Just the
moment that like he went fishing with Arthur was like the beginning of the end for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If only he'd not stood in front of Arthur when Ross had his back turned, eh?
Yeah.
Arthur was literally setting up to shoot them both, and Jack went duh, 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 walked in front like stupid, like every stupid 4-year-old.
Yeah.
And Arthur's like, "Oh, I can't murder 2 men in front of a small child."
Yeah.
Thanks,
Unfortunately.
Jack. You killed your dad in 12 years' time.
What
And
would
also
have
your mum.
happened if like Arthur just kills the two of them? Because like then they would have just sent the entire Pinkerton gang after them. didn't they?
Yeah, someone else would have taken over and everything, but you wouldn't have had Ross with his Blood Knight tendencies running the bureau in Red
Yeah.
Dead 1. So you might
Yeah.
have had someone a bit more reasonable.
Maybe if
Uh,
Well,
Abigail
there's
didn't
still like
exist, it would be a
Archer
Pete.
though.
yeah, it might have been Archer, and obviously Archer's is one of the people who, even though he doesn't like John, he respects what John's done, as in for the American government, bringing in like obviously Williamson, Javier, and Dutch. It's a bit like he's like, no, you've done your time and your service and everything like that. You've done what we've asked, so go away. It's just that Ross wants to kill John.
Yeah. He is all out for blood.
Yeah, Ross just really wants to murder all of them.
It is cool that they did bring Ross back. Like I had forgotten that who that was when I first saw him.
I love how it's
Was
just
Was that
Even
actually
the same
him?
voice actor too. Yeah.
Yeah, was that the same him, or was that pre-recorded lines?
No. That was the same actor because like you can even hear it in his voice that like he aged a bit. Like he sounds older now, of course, but he sounds older supposedly even like what like 12 years before the events.
Yeah.
Than he
I
should be.
honestly didn't even notice the difference. Like it's only in John mostly because I'm like, oh yeah, he's got a little rougher, haven't you?
Well,
Yeah,
that's because John's voice actor started smoking cigarettes, didn't he?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but Dutch's voice actor stopped smoking as well. Their voices are different.
He still has the same voice cracks.
Yeah,
which I
but
love. By the
he
way,
does sound younger though. That's the thing. He sounds younger even though he's older. So, but yeah, the thing with I say, trying to think about what to get back onto topic with stuff. There's so much to talk about with Red Dead 2 that you start to like meander into different things, and you can
Did you
never really
wanna
keep
talk-
on topic.
did you want to talk about a complaint that some people have
Okay, what's the
Yeah,
complaint?
sure, go ahead.
of like some people look at Arthur and they go, why does he just go along with Dutch? Why is he always, why doesn't he argue against him more and all this stuff? And one of the reasons why I like Arthur and just Red Dead 2 in general is just because it's family. It's hard to say no to family.
Well,
Yeah.
that too, and like the other one is that he doesn't know any better. Like he's a very simple man, but like once he gets betrayed several times in the game, he just starts like thinking for himself, and that's like I think part of his redemption. Like he
It's very much
starts getting out from like the conveyor belt and just
very much an abusive relationship. Where
Yeah,
it's hard to
yeah.
fight against.
Listen, as someone who's been through an abusive relationship, it's very difficult to get out of one.
Yeah.
Because let's put it this way: when Dutch is saying you're like a son, I was going to say you're like a son to me, but you're more. It's a simple tactic that abusers use. It's like you keep them reeled in with a few compliments, and they keep coming back because they believe you're really sincere about those compliments. When in reality, it's like nobody don't give a shit. It's like look at all the times when Dutch only apologized to Arthur once in the whole story when he got kidnapped by the O'Driscolls, but that's because there was no other way around it. He said, "I'm sorry, I should have known."
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where he had to apologize at that moment to save face in front of all the gang. Because notice how he doesn't apologize for leaving Arthur to die.
Yeah. He tries to admit. He tries to steer it away. Like,
No,
oh
but
no, I didn't do that.
But because no one else saw it, he's got plausible deniability. But with the situation with the O'Driscolls, people knew that it was Dutch who had said to go along to this meeting. So it was Dutch's fault. So he had to apologize to make out to everyone else that he was a caring leader. It's small little things like that that tell you that, yeah, Arthur's going to follow this person because they're all being mentally like gaslit by this man.
Especially when he recruited them, like when they were like a teenager. I forget. He was like
Arthur was 15 and John was 12.
Right.
Lenny was what, 18 when he joined?
Yes, he was very young.
But a lot of them are young. Yeah,
it's this thing where it's like he molds them, right?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It's like, how do you? It's very corny thing to say, but like, how do you go against your creator? You know?
Yeah, but it's also like even the ones who weren't young, they were in a really bad place before Dutch came along, and he's made it better. Now, if you're at rock bottom and someone just takes you from rock bottom to a little bit above rock bottom, you think they're the greatest person ever.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Bill was just an alcoholic, ex-army veteran with nothing. Javier was on the run from the Mexican government.
Yes.
Sean was just a 2-bit robber who was scraping by,
trying to rob them.
Yeah, tried to rob him, but was failing miserably because he's so blatantly bad.
Yeah.
Like Uncle and Reverend are just hard on the luck. Strauss was an immigrant with no connections, and it's like
Oh, there's Charles as well.
Charles is Charles. I'll just
Well, yeah, he was a loner, I guess. Right?
Yeah, but look at how Charles reacts with everybody. Charles never looks at Dutch with reverence.
Yeah, he's more like a muscle.
Charles is just there, and it's Charles's good nature that keeps him with the gang. As in, he cares for the people involved. It's like he doesn't care about Dutch's teachings or what Dutch has to say. He's just there. Because look how quickly he moves on to another group when he realizes that Dutch isn't what he's saying.
Very, very, quite quick. Like he just goes back to those Native Americans.
Wapiti, is it? Tribe.
Oh yes, Wapiti. Yeah.
So and then obviously with Sadie, if the Vanderlyn gang hadn't collapsed as quickly, Sadie would have been in the exact same boat as Arthur. With stuff like Believe in Dutch.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a cult and they are gaslit, but that's why when the complaints come up like why didn't Arthur do more, it's a bit like, well, number one, the reason why is because it's a prequel that things have to go a certain way, so Arthur could never stop anything. But number two, when your father figure is who's always been truthful to you and always been right in your eyes, is doing stuff, you don't think he's doing wrong until obviously like you said, Eric, he gets betrayed repeatedly. So
yeah,
no, it's that line teared me up when he's like, I gave you all I had.
Yeah,
it's like that's all he knew.
Yeah, and when he says I tried, I really did, it's like, yeah, all Arthur did was try, and Dutch just didn't care.
Yeah, he didn't. It was too late when Dutch finally realized that. So yeah, it's really a tragic scene.
I like the way that Mark's like, it's really tragic scene. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, back to 9/11.
1911, yes.
Another beautiful tragedy.
1911.
But yeah, any other complaints that you've heard people say about the game, and you think, well, it's a bit silly? I got one, but it's too long. I'm like, right, okay.
That is like something that is like irrelevant. I think that there's enough pacing in the main game. Like the epilogue has some pacing issues because it really sits down at the very beginning of the epilogue. But otherwise, like I feel like the main game is like paced perfectly.
Yeah.
Like there are like the highs and lows are just perfectly balanced out, while you have like this whole structure with the chapters. Like each one of them is just like more intense.
Yeah.
And throws like more drama between like the gang and like their surroundings. And like, I really like how you in the chapter 3 you have to blend in to Rhodes, the people around Rhodes. Like you participate in this feud between these two old families.
Yeah.
And like the more you uncover of them, like the more distrusting they become. And eventually they just like double cross you, and it's
well, because they find the thing is, it's like it plays off the old trope of playing both sides.
Yeah.
But
it's like first game.
It goes the same way as A Fistful of Dollars. Do you remember watching that movie?
Yeah, I did, of course. With
all of us, yeah.
Clint, yeah.
He plays both sides of that town, and they find out, and he gets captured and beaten up and everything like that. So, in the same way that happens in Red Dead 2, both families find out. Obviously, they try and kill Van der Ling gang and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah,
but it's because they notice that the same person is working for them and against them. Right. Because Arthur gets sent on every mission.
Yes, that is something that I never understood. That like the rest of the gang isn't really like taking part in like the funding these operations.
That is one of the complaints, where it's like, why is Arthur doing all the legwork? I'm
actually,
well, you're the playable character now.
Just to stay on topic, I did saw a video that was like studying like how many days does it take to upgrade something from the money that like the other members of the gang can do, and it takes like 700 game days for that to achieve. That you can like buy like a bigger thing for Arthur. Yeah.
Oh, it's a fucking way. So it's a waste of time. You might as well just murder 6,000 ducks. You'll get more money by time.
Yes. They don't go out hunting. They don't do jack shit.
Well, I think it's Charles is the one who does the most hunting.
Yeah.
And even then, it's like a poor muskrat pelt, and you're like, "Oh, cheers, thanks, Charles. Thanks for contributing." I'm so glad we did that. And then like you'll have like Lenny, one duck feather. You're like, what? How is it just one? It's like you kill a duck, you get 3 feathers automatically. How has Lenny got 1?
He's got to use the other 2 for his arrow rolls or something.
Yeah.
Can't be given too much.
It's like then there's like one where Bill gives 10 cents. I'm like, 10 cents, okay.
I like if you give 1 cent, like Dutch congratulates you.
Yeah.
Well, I also love how Dutch comes in and starts bitching at you. He's like, Arthur, I need you to get out there and get some money.
And it's like,
what about everyone else? Why are you bitching at me?
There's literally a scene when Hosea like threatens Bill to go out and make some money. And then I looked at the ledger. Bill's name was never in the ledger, even after that scene.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I've gone through the entire game and I've looked up, and Bill's never been in there. I think Javier's been in there twice. You know what really impressed me about that ledger? Sean donated $10 in chapter 4.
Yeah.
He's been
chapter 4?
Yeah. He's been dead for a chapter.
Well, I guess on that Nightmare did happen. It's just not official.
So it's like, oh, okay.
That's why Rockstar didn't make it, because it's already there. No?
Yeah. I mean, has anyone had that glitch where, like, if you like leave Micah in the prison in Strawberry, like for long enough, Micah soon becomes the only person donating to the camp funds.
From
And you're like,
prison.
how did he do this?
No, I
from
don't know about
prison. Yeah.
that.
What the fuck?
Because I
So
do
it's
know,
like, no,
I do know about like that scene from chapter 3, where he brags to everyone that like, hey, see, this is how you do it. I donate to the cause, and like you check like how much he actually donated because he has
Yeah.
like $100, and he donates like maybe $1 or $2.
yeah. Your old Uncle Micah is like donating, and you're like, okay, what is it? And it's like, oh, nothing.
You know, I used to do that Micah mission just to get that additional holster. But then I
Yeah.
found out you could just do the challenges and get it that way.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck Micah, seriously.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh, damn.
It's like as well thinking like, oh, the stagecoach mission you do with Mike at the start, or you get the Lancaster, and it's like, oh, the good gun. Just go to Rhodes, rob the gunsmith, and you can get a Lancaster.
Yeah.
Also, you get no like you wanted level by robbing it after you free that guy. You get a gun, a gold coin, and you can rob the cash register as well. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, no problems. Why
Oh,
waste
I
time
actually
on
got
Micah?
caught. Like the sheriff was just walking by the goddamn store.
Oh yeah, they do.
Oh,
Because I
That.
was like,
rookie
robbing the
mistake.
cash register, and like I can't instantly get like a rating because I was dumb. But otherwise, it was fine.
I mean, honestly, rookie mistake, man. Rookie mistake.
To get back to that chapter 3, I love the ending for that one. I thought one of the greatest moments in the story.
Oh,
Of just,
Oh, the Braithwaite mansion.
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
it's
I
my
thought,
favorite mission.
I thought you were going to say seeing Sean's head get explode, but okay.
Well, that too. I mean, come on, we hate the Irish.
Irish people dying always makes me happy.
If only
I
Irish
honestly
died
really
in
like
that Red
Sean.
Dead one.
Like it's. I really felt like Sean's gonna make it like longer than that. Like
Yeah,
him,
it was a shock. Yeah.
him getting written out of the story like that. That was really good. But in the
Well,
same time, I was like,
the thing is,
damn.
it's an old trope of shooing the clowns. So
Yes.
Sean was the most comedic character.
Yeah, it was the Jar Jar Binks of the story. Yeah.
Well, not really. He was actually an interesting character.
He's the key to all this.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, yeah, and then him dying, it's like, oh wait, hang on a second. If he's dead, then a lot of other people are gonna struggle because he was a joke character.
Yeah.
He's meant to make it. And then obviously at the some of the bank heist, obviously Hosea gets killed first, and you're a
Yes.
bit like, oh.
Well, I was gonna
Right.
say before that, it's what's that guy's name? Oh, Kieran. God
Kieran,
damn,
yeah.
what a
Kieran, yeah.
what a fucked up death.
That was really shocking, like how they decapitated him and then made the horse like walk back. Because like I was expecting like maybe like the Manfrey gang.
Murphy.
Yeah, because like those are savages, but or like
Oh, the
Skinner
Driscolls
brothers,
doing
but
it,
like
yeah.
the O'Driscolls would do something like that.
Yeah.
That is a bit too much.
I had to remember thinking, I was like, oh shit, I hadn't seen Karen for a while. Like,
Yeah.
where the hell did he go? And then it's like, oh my god, his fucking head and the way the guitar starts to riff when he shows up. It's like, oh my god, that was brutal. That actually shocked me, and that made me think, oh man, people are just gonna die in this story.
The most shocking thing is that like Uncle is somewhere in the front, and you can see him that like he's just like dodging all the bullets while like running away. Okay, Uncle is the Jar Jar Binks of like the
yes.
story.
Well, at least in Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
He's such a different character in Red Dead 1.
I know, he's just a grumpy old man.
The age has slowed him down.
Lumbago.
Working hard? It's the lumbago.
It's 1907, dumbass.
Just
What if like Uncle was taking over Dutch? Like he was leading the gang instead.
no wonder they collapsed.
they,
Red Dead
they would have
Redemption.
died in the first chapter.
But yeah, but obviously as the story progresses and more people start dying and everything, like you start realizing, oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because what? Hosea dies and then Lenny dies.
Yeah. Those are bad too.
Supposedly John dies.
I kind of like how they did Lenny's death because I actually did think for a moment like, fuck, did I fuck up in my gameplay? Could I have saved them?
Yeah.
But no,
But
it's scripted.
But once you start realizing all the people who would have sided with Arthur die.
Yes.
Yeah, he was never gonna make it.
Yeah, it's like Sean hated Micah, dies. Lenny doesn't like Micah, dies. Hosea doesn't like Micah, dies, and everything like that. And it leaves you with Charles, John, Bill, and Javier. Those four. Charles leaves.
From the original Red Dead, that's the interesting thing about it.
Yeah. And it soon just becomes those few people. So obviously, by the time the game comes to the last mission, it is literally just John and Arthur versus the rest of the gang.
Yeah.
And obviously Susan until she gets shot.
Yeah. Like
which Dutch just overlooks.
Yeah, Dutch doesn't give a fuck.
Now, who is with me and who is against me? I don't know, I don't know Dutch. Probably the guy who shot your ex.
Well, no offense, but like I don't think anybody really gave a shit about Grimshaw.
No, she was an alright character.
Yeah,
fine, yeah, but it was
it's just like
goddamn, she's annoying.
Ideas of it, when you look at the story of who she was and everything like that, it's like her death with Dutch. It's like, oh, he didn't care. It's like, wow, Dutch, you really were on the deep end.
Yeah.
What
if John and Arthur just stands behind Dutch as the first people, and then like Michael is left alone with those two buddies of his? I feel like Dutch is like so dumb, he would just go with that.
Yeah.
Because like one of the gang gets killed, like Grimshaw gets killed, but like John having any doubt in Dutch is more damaging to him than anything else. It's just, no, son, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I had no choice.
Even though John is not really the main focus, it is pretty neat what they were able to do just as a side character.
Yes. It's a really good narrative like tool that like they have, like even though like it's like he isn't the main focus, he is always there for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
Like you can follow him and you can like see that like, well, it would not have been interesting to like follow him as the main character in that period, because like he doesn't really have his mojo just yet. So
yeah.
He's just like discovering like what it's being a father and like being responsible.
Exactly.
Abigail is rightfully bitching about him in the first few chapters.
Yeah, it's like this is your son, he wants to spend time with you.
Yeah. Like Arthur is more of a father figure to Jack than his actual father.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that John got jealous about that, and Arthur again has that great line of just do one thing or another, not be two people at once.
Yeah,
exactly.
Did he ever get paid for herding the sheep in Valentine?
Yeah. He there's an interaction you can have that he'll go back for him or he'll go back for them, and Arthur's like, that's a dumb idea.
But it's like he does it. It's like, okay,
all right,
that worked.
Because I feel like it's like one of those strange missions that you have to like attend at a specific hour.
Not really.
I had to remember. I was like, shit, did I miss a bank robbery in Valentine? And then Karen comes along and is like, let's go do the bank robbery. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't miss it. Great.
Oh, I do have to laugh. Talking about other gang members contributing.
Yeah.
I just opened up the ledger of the latest part of my game, and the last 5 things have been Arthur cash $20, Charles a boar tusk worth 45 cents, Hosea $4.79, Susan donated a bat wing worth 15 cents, and Strauss donated coffee 15 cents.
Coffee. Oh,
Yeah.
So far, the highest one outside of Arthur is, I think, Jose with a gold pocket watch worth $10. Everything else doesn't even make it up to a dollar.
Yes.
So
yeah. There's no reason to donate to the camp other than to get your upgrades. About it.
yeah,
it was really a waste.
yeah.
Especially with how it ends. It's like, oh yeah, you can't even donate anymore after chapter 6.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't donate in chapter 4 is the last time you can donate.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Dutch has just literally come up to me now saying, Arthur, people are talking. You've stopped. No money in the box for ages. Come on, son, you're the best man amongst us. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I've literally just donated $30.
Yeah.
I do apologize. Maybe I should just donate a bat wing.
Yeah, see, I like Dutch, but he was pissing me off. Like
that's when you should just like donate like 1 cent, and like he's gonna be instantly happy.
Oh,
I know, like what's about that?
That is literally what I'm doing now.
You don't even need to donate one. Just donate a pen. That'll be enough.
Yeah, I might give money.
Mark, you ever get that weird random interaction with Dutch where he's like, Arthur, hey, well, fuck you.
No, I never got that.
You never got that one?
I've got that one. Do you ever get that really weird? Do you ever get that interaction where he goes, Arthur, you'll betray me in chapter 2?
Yes. I think like you can like tell him that like you can antagonize that line.
Yeah.
That's just a weirdo sometimes. Like, I remember he was sitting in a chair. I walk up in front of him, and he starts freaking out. Like, I couldn't even remember what he said precisely, but he was just like, "You're making me paranoid, son."
Yeah. I know that you can stand in his tent, and you can like go to camera mode, and then he's eventually gonna get so pissed he's gonna like push you out from the tent, and then you can die.
Really?
Yeah.
If you do it too many times, really?
Yeah, like I'm gonna look up like the video, but like I swear I remember that.
I love doing that. I love pissing him off.
I know you can get knocked out if you antagonize people enough.
Just a moment.
I just do it to Dutch, Micah, and maybe Bill, because Bill's funny.
To start with, I just antagonize Jack repeatedly.
Oh.
Because like fuck kids. So.
I remember when I was doing the evil walkthrough, like I would antagonize Jack, and one of my favorite things Arthur would say would be like, he's like, "You're old enough to start pulling your weight now."
Yeah. Little Jackie Marston. It's like, Jesus Christ, man.
They really gave Arthur some good antagonized lines. Like,
yeah. It really makes you want to be evil Arthur to start with.
My favorite.
Go on.
No, you were saying, sorry.
No, it just makes it really fun to be like an evil bastard before you get like TB. It's like, little Jackie Marston.
I can't
what
help
you do,
it.
run to your mom. I mean, you get TB like, I'm so sorry, Jack. Cut.
I can't even help it when I'm doing a good walkthrough. I'm like, I just have to antagonize somebody. Like it's just so funny. I just love when I antagonize somebody, they start talking, and I go, "Hey!"
The best one is what is it? It's greet, antagonize, isn't it? Is what the best thing is.
You goddamn maggot.
The best one is like it goes, "Hi, Mister. You've got a lovely face for punching," and you're like, and he goes like, "Oh, it's a wonderful day until, but not for you," or something like that. It's like Jesus Christ! Just.
Have you ever met that guy that's what's he doing? He's trying to find a gold rock. I think he's a prospector, right?
Yeah. Gold nugget. Yeah.
I love. I'm sorry, but I just love robbing that dude each time. He starts going, "Oh, look at that! You found me some gold. Why don't you hand it over?"
The first time I let him go and just use greed, and he just went, "Oh, I'm happy for your partner," and he'd ride off. I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." But then I saw him again, and I went, "Yeah, you're not having luck twice. Give me that gold." My worst one was when that there's because there's two prospectors that you can keep meeting.
Yes.
And one is always successful and one isn't. I found myself robbing the non-successful one constantly.
Oh my god!
It's like
wait. The non-successful is somewhere in like Horseshoe Lookout, right?
Yeah.
He's
like, "Oh, there's nothing." I'm like, "Oh, that's great." Anyway, hand over all the money you do have. And then he'll give me the money, and I'll let him get on his horse, and then I'll just shoot him in the back. I'm like, evil.
He's gonna respond, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Or something good in the game that you can do.
Oh god! I think I accidentally like killed the herbalist that you can meet in Valentine.
Yeah. Well, considering the fact that you shot Blind Man Cassidy, I'm not surprised.
But you know how it happened? Like I accidentally thought like I was like sitting on my horse, and I accidentally sit on his horse.
I've done that too, Mark. Yep.
The instant that happens, he is trying to like point a gun at you, or like he's like gonna like try to like run away from you. I was like, oh fuck, I can't let him reach Valentine. It's time to go Deadeye and just kill him on the spot.
Right, here's one for you. If you go to Saint Denis really early on in like chapter 2, you can donate money and have your name put on that plaque. For that building they're doing up.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Eric, you've done that one, haven't you?
No, I didn't know about that.
I've done it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I donated money, and I meant to press like the LT trigger to then click, X to give her money. For some reason, I clicked LT. It pulled out my double-barreled shotgun and blew her head off.
Oh my god!
And I was like, shit. So obviously that failed that mission. And also, I'm in Saint Denis in chapter 2 with barely fuck all stuff, being chased by the entirety of the police.
Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, okay, I'm going to restart this saved game.
Yeah. Because I think like if you do something major like that, it makes an autosave, right?
Yeah, but I think I had a previous save just a bit before it, so I didn't lose too much. Right. But I'm like, no, I can't have this because I must have used at least like I had like 104 bullets, and I must have used all of them just trying to get out of something. I think I used every single gun I had available, just trying to get out.
Yeah, that police is really bastardly, like getting out of there.
Yeah.
I hate riding a horse through there because, like, Jesus. So many people to avoid.
I hate all those trams in the middle of the road.
Yeah, but all the civilians who are like, get out of the way. I'm like, I'm on the road. I am literally on the road, on the horse. Move. I am in the right. Not
Is there
you.
like a challenge where you have to like just like have like a high level of being wanted in Saint Denis?
The most is 250, right?
Yeah, there's a bandit challenge. You get $250 bounty in one state. But
By the way, this game is hard to get all the achievements for. I spent almost a year just to get them all.
well,
Yeah.
I still haven't got all the achievements.
Really? Which one are you
Yeah.
missing?
What am I missing? Well, obviously all the online ones because I don't do online.
Oh, the online are easy once you understand what to do.
Yeah, but I just never going to get them because I don't play online.
Oh.
It's not an if or but of whether they're easy.
No, it's time. It's very time consuming, that one too. Yeah.
But I've still not been able to study all the animals. And I've still not got all the skinning of all the animals, and yet I've been playing this game constantly, and I'm always on the lookout.
It's hard. It's very bad spawns. I don't know if the game's doing that on purpose or there's just a glitch.
I've been like trying to like get like the odd compendium filled up, but it's taking forever. I feel like maybe I just really
It's like
shouldn't do that.
I've got all the equipment, every horse, every gang, cigarette cards, all that sort of stuff. It's just studying animals and skinning animals.
Yeah.
It's like once it gets to that, it's like can't do it. Cannot find all of them. I must have at least 200 odd hours on this game, and over
Yeah.
200 odd hours, I've only been able to find the same animals constantly. And I'm even getting the ones from Guarma as well. And I'm like, I still just can't find everything.
I think the ones in Guarma are irrelevant. They're just
they
add-ons.
are. But that's what I mean. It's like even finding them, it's like okay.
Did you guys ever get the achievement? It's called Bountiful. You have to survive 3 days holding a bounty of $250 in all states.
I want to do it.
I don't know if I've got that one. Hang on.
That was tough.
What's it?
Because I have like 250 and 300 in 3 different states.
Oh
right
no,
now.
I haven't got that one.
Oh yeah.
All right, time to kill some people.
I'm looking at
Everybody.
the ones I've got. I haven't got. So zoologist, which is to study every animal, I've got 89% on it. I'm like, I don't know where the rest of these animals are.
Yeah, it's hard.
But skin every species of animal in story mode, I've only got 84%. I'm like, how have I got? Okay. Gold Rush earns 70 gold medals in story missions. I've got 20%. My problem is I keep watching the cutscenes. I don't skip them. So the ones that are timed, I can never complete until I remember. Oh wait, I should have been skipping those cutscenes. Grin and Bearer survive 18 bear attacks and kill the bear each time in story mode. I've got
That
11%.
is stupid. I hate that one.
That is retarded.
I don't know who thought of that. They need to like be fired immediately.
Yeah. I'm just looking at all these. Yeah, all these are on online.
Oh, by the way, the challenges for like the poker stuff. Yeah, being lucky is not a challenge. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
Yeah.
I spent a whole day just to get those gambler challenges. It's so fucking stupid.
It's.
I just don't even bother. Like it's all RNG. Why would I do that?
Because you get the cool gambler, what's it called? Pistol,
holsters and
holsters
the
gun
gambler
belts,
gun belt is the best gun belt.
It looks sexy, and I have to get it.
Yeah. You can't not get it. I'm just looking at the achievements. Only 19% of people completed the epilogue.
Really?
Oh yeah, there's some people that oh, okay, I'm done. I don't need to engage with people.
Do you want to know how many people actually completed chapter 6 to the end of Arthur's game? 22%.
22%. Okay.
Only 22% of the people who started Red Dead finished the Arthur's story.
What? Really?
And this is Xbox One, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I just can't believe it.
I don't admit those people as being people.
Uh,
It
Let's have a look.
depends, because I don't know.
54% of people actually finished chapter 1. Wow.
So it's like they... Okay, because that is too much. It's like putting back the wheel on that goddamn thing is that hard.
Hang on, let me just hang on. Which hang on, I'm just going to check which mission this one is.
I will be back in a few minutes.
Hang on.
I'll tell you
Enter
the percentage I see on PlayStation because it's funny.
Right. So enter pursued by a memory is the second mission of the game.
Uh-huh.
Right, and only 64% of gamers have got it.
Huh.
40% of people stop playing the game after the first mission.
Do you want to hear this? Mine.
Yeah, go on.
From what I've seen on the percentage, back in the complete chapter 1, 69.6% people got that, right?
Yeah.
But then you get to enter pursued by a memory.
Yeah.
Which one is that?
That's the one where you first meet John. You save him from the wolves.
Oh, okay.
It's literally the first achievement you can get.
Well, it says 79.7% people have gotten that.
So 79.7, yeah, but then obviously finishing the chapter, what was it, 60 odd, weren't it?
30.3%.
How can 30?
And,
How come 30%
and then
of
and then it's 26.8 on the epilogue.
how can 30% of gamers not even finish the first mission?
Well, I question if it's connected to the internet. That's what I question. Like, is it synced to their profiles?
Yes,
I just think it's
like
weird.
this one. Trusty Steed, you reach max bonding level with a horse. 46% of gamers unlock this.
So I feel like that should be the easiest thing to get.
Yeah, I'm going further down, and
and back.
There's certain things. It's just like I can understand why not a lot of people get them, but like only 7% of users on Xbox completed 10 stranger missions.
See, I wonder. There's got to be a discrepancy.
What I'm thinking is that like a lot of people got the Xbox Game Pass, and that counts that they already own Red Dead Redemption 2 from that. But like, other than that, it doesn't make any sense.
Here's one you should look up, Eric. Best in the West. What was it on? What was the percentage on PlayStation?
0.4%.
How many?
0.4%.
0.4%. Do you know what it is on Xbox?
What?
0.27%.
Jesus.
So double the amount of people on PlayStation completed it compared to Xbox.
Oh, have you seen that, Mark? Because there is a little cutscene after you get 100% completion.
Yes, if you go to the grave of Carter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful.
Yeah, it is wonderful.
Yeah. I actually screenshot that and put that as one of mine.
I'm just looking at all these things, and it just makes me realize how few people have gone through this fucking game.
Yeah, it's like it's. Can we say that this is a normie game?
No.
No.
No, but it's one of those games where just a bit like I don't understand how people couldn't go like how you can start it and then go first mission. I'm not doing this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I've known people that give up halfway. People that just stopped at the epilogue. People that just didn't like the game. that's fair. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think after the first mission, it's like, I'm sorry, but you should be going a little bit further.
I had talked to
Unless
one of
they
my
think that
coworkers.
Sadie is such an insufferable character that you don't want to see more of her.
Sure, that's fair. But I had talked to one of my coworkers of like, hey, do you play Red Dead? And he's like, yeah, that the whole story is really long. Like it took me like a year to finish it.
Okay, I'm sorry, you got a year's worth of content out of $60.
No, he wasn't complaining. He was just like, oh, yeah, it was long. It was, it's,
Yeah,
I'm like,
well, that's my
I'm like,
point. It's like $60. Yeah, a year's worth of content.
all
Where,
right, right.
where else are you going to get that from?
See, I just miss, I
That's
miss
a
the
really good
days of,
question.
I miss the
Doom
days of
Eternal,
lockdown
maybe.
when
Well,
I didn't have responsibilities. I could just play this game at any time. But now that I go to work and I'm putting in more hours than I should, like, yeah, I don't have much time to immerse myself in this game or hunt and shit.
oh, it's like
Like hunting will take me 4 hours to get the stuff that I want, and like I didn't even do any missions.
Yeah, I mean, that's same here, but like I just enjoy it for like the atmosphere.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Same.
It's gone beyond like obviously playing it for story or whatever it is. It's just being in the world is enough now to
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it's like one of those games where like I do enjoy just being in the environment. It has. I don't think like there has ever been a game like that where you can be that immersed in like a period game like that. Because like you do have like the immersive sims like Deus Ex, like the original, and like all these other like RPGs, but they never been this refined. This is like the point where like, because I don't know like about you guys, but like, I'm not that into like realistic games because I feel like when you have to do something like that, you gotta keep it fun. And like the Red Dead 2 managed to keep it like that. It doesn't feel like a chore to like do certain things like clean the horse, like, shit.
It's one of those games too where it's like the world feels alive. There's always something happening.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I always thought there was something happening in chapters 1 to 6. Once it comes to the epilogue, I feel that there's less of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you. Yeah.
Okay, because like I got like a symbol that like supposedly internet connection is shit. Okay, not anymore.
Oh, okay. That Hungarian internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the game's really good, and like I say, it's just
The
really
graphics are amazing.
Yeah.
Still hold up.
Yeah.
Very detailed, very almost realistic.
Yeah.
Even the hair, it's like wow, it feels like actual. I mean, not feel, but it looks like actual hair.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, because the hair, I hear it's one of the hardest things to get right in gaming, and here it's just like, with the exception of John, of course, it's like wow, they really did a good job with everyone else. And I mean epilogue John, not pre-epilogue.
I'll never understand why they just did that when they had the models already. They had the John model already.
It was easier, yes. I don't know.
On PC, you can mod him back, already. But yeah.
Yeah, you have the model. It should have just been an easy swap out. Instead, they had to mix and match Jarthur Morkston. I just don't get it.
Arton Morgstar.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's just sad. It's just sad that PC mods had to fix this when Rockstar couldn't.
I
It's
have
like
a
every
feeling
time
that
they
like
try
the
to
people
fix
that are
it, they made it
updating the
worse.
game are not the same people who originally had the vision. They are just like interns who make like random decisions,
Yeah.
and they just have to show up results.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but on PlayStation, there was a time where like Arthur even looked weird. Whereas like, why does he look like he has TV already before he got TV?
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Until I
think I
finally
saw
got
some
another
images.
update, and it's like, oh, thank God, he looks normal.
I got annoyed. There was a time on Xbox. Well, I think the Xbox One updates have been okay-ish. But there was one where for ages Arthur would not sit in saddles correctly, and like his feet would miss the stirrups and stuff. And I'm like, so you've got a cowboy game, and you can't even, do that. Just
Yeah.
insane.
Or do you remember the aren't you cold, Arthur?
Oh, that one. Fucking hell.
Doesn't matter what you wear. Aren't you cold, Arthur?
I'm cold, Arthur. I'm like in the middle of Lemoyne in like the Ram shotgun coat, going, no, I'm all right actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think there's like an outfit that you can wear, and like all the gang members gonna hate you for that.
Which outfit is that?
I don't know. I think you can wear it in chapter 6. I saw a video on it.
I don't know.
Okay.
You have a link?
Let me see if I can find the video. Okay, I found the video. Let's see.
Oh, is it that one where it's got like this scout jacket on?
I don't know which one the scout jacket is.
Oh, if you get the video up, I'll tell you.
Okay, just a moment. Right. Okay.
Let's have a look here.
Screen. Okay.
Oh yeah,
this is the one.
Yeah, the scout jacket. Yeah, that's the Coyote scout jacket. Yeah.
Marston, some folks ain't gonna find that outfit amusing. There she is.
You think that outfit would make things better?
What does that get up? Uncle. Hey there.
Now you're dressing strange too? What is going on around here?
Well, that's one way to lighten the mood.
Don't know if that's
What's bad about this coat?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's funny clothes.
Reverend.
Quite the peculiar outfit. An attempt to cheer people up.
Honey. That outfit isn't going to mend fences. Everyone's favorite uncle.
That outfit an attempt to cheer everyone up?
John, I don't think that outfit's gonna mend fences. Mary Beth.
What the fuck? Why does everyone hate this outfit?
Yes.
Yeah, what
This whole mess.
what's the history behind it? Or is it just a weird glitch?
I suppose you are trying to wear something comical.
Hey, Charles. Seems quite.
I really don't know. Like it doesn't make any sense to me.
I know they don't like. They say something about trapper outfits.
Yeah.
Crap. But I've never seen people like react like that to just the coat and like a few other things.
Yeah.
Very strange.
Was there anything for like if John wears it in the epilogue? Did they say anything about that?
No. It's only You can only trigger this in chapter 6.
Only in chapter 6. What?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know why
I
they
have
do
no clue.
that. They just hate.
Speaking of which, how do you like design your outfits and everything? Like, like with like hair and beards and outfits and stuff. I mean, obviously, Mark, I can't say much about outfits since you don't know how outfits actually work in this game.
Yeah. I can't say as much as I kept like going between like having a beard and like shaving it like
Oh, okay.
1 or 2 before like shaving it all off. I never went like clean
Mustache
shave.
or
No, I feel like facial hair suits Arthur really well when at the end of chapter 6. It
Oh, for
wouldn't
sure,
make
yeah.
much sense
Oh
for him
yeah,
to have a clean shave. Yeah.
yeah.
But like
I
having
find
like the longest beard is just too much for me.
no, I find having the longest beard's great at like certain points.
All right.
especially
No.
Guarma.
So, yeah, with me, it's obviously I have different things for each chapter. So like chapter 2 is like I've got chaps and like just basic like I'll try and wear a jacket with like a shirt and like jeans, like a white
Yeah.
shirt, blue jeans, chaps and stuff, and I'll have him with like just almost like what Eric's picture is right now
Yeah.
and everything. Then when they go to like roads, I always put them into like a 3-piece suit, pretty much, and with like a stalker hat. And like then I'll make him have long hair and I'll have like a goatee,
Okay.
so he blends into like a southern gentleman look. And then in like Saint Denis, it's like waistcoat. It's like usually a black waistcoat, black and or all black outfit. And I'll just have him have like short hair, clean shaven, so he blends in with like the city.
Yeah.
And then obviously after Guarma and you come back on TB, it's like he doesn't care. So I just put him into like scruffy gear and make his beard and hair grow to like the longest it is.
Yeah. So like his default lowdown.
Not even that. It's usually just something like either the Coyote Scout jacket or the Beaver Hunter jacket.
Yeah.
And just like either his dirty shirt or I'll just pick like a white shirt or something.
Hmm.
And like just blue jeans and blue boots, not blue, brown boots. So it just becomes like really basic,
Yeah.
and I just make them look like really sickly and stuff. So that's how I usually like do it. I'm just wondering how everyone else did it.
I really I'm only gonna do it like for this playthrough because like I just realized like how much more it like differentiates like
Yeah.
it makes there are options.
Now knowing that you can actually do things.
Now I
You can
realized that I
actually.
can do things differently. Like I was like so lame. Like I couldn't even like know like oh you can like get carrots on the way to
Oh,
like Valentine. It's
how do you
it's
do
great.
your stuff, Eric? Or do you even bother doing it, or do you just stick to default?
Yeah, I try to make it. I just keep it simple. Whenever I do the Strauss missions, I'll put on like red vest. Try to make them look, somewhat evil.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the duster jacket,
Yeah,
the premium boots or whatever the hell they called.
deluxe boots. Yeah,
Deluxe boots. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I like it simple. Just shirt, jacket, pants. I always like the jeans. I don't know why.
yeah, yeah.
It's
I'll
the time.
grow my beard sometimes. I really like shaving just the chin off and having that look.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Whenever I play High Honor, it's like I don't want to look like that rat. So
Yeah. That is one of the problems. It's like right now I've got he's with facial hair and everything. I've got like a level 3 fade left parted, and I've got a level 5 normal mustache. Chin's got on like clean shaven, and sideburns are like 1. And I'm like, I sort of look a little bit like Micah, but not too similar.
Yeah.
And I just keep thinking, I really want to like get rid of it, but I'm like, no, but I just want this really big mustache. Like, I want to grow my mustache to like level 10 and just have this big, massive mustache and run around and stuff.
Especially for the emotional scenes, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
I do love that there's like one PC mod where you can replace Micah's hair to like one of the Beatles ones. And he looks like a fucking retard.
I want like a mustache like what's his name? What's the actor? Is it Kurt Russell from Tombstone? He got a massive mustache that looks so fake.
Yes.
It's like I want that on Arthur,
Right.
just running around. Like I want like Arthur to look like Sam Elliott
Sam Elliott.
That's a good mustache, yeah.
and be like, yeah, because that's just what I just want that. Like even though he's dying of TB, it's like a serious scene, but he's got a level 10 mustache.
Yeah, you can suck off like some of the blood that he's coughing up from the mustache.
See, I will say the clothing option I think could have been better. It's like some of the stuff that you can buy, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, hats in this game is shit.
Yeah,
I know.
no.
It's like you've got Arthur's hat, and I think the best hats after that are either the Stalker hat or the Estate Boss hat. Everything else just looks really weird on people's heads.
I know.
I mean, the gambler
way
hat
too
is
big.
alright.
But it's just like when I went on a date with Mary, it's like I wanted to look, professional, clean. I wanted to look handsome. So I'm like, I'm looking for, some really nice business suits. And I'm like, I don't know. To me, it just looked like shit.
Yeah, they
I
do.
mean, the color's just off, and I'm like, I can't really get into like a particular outfit, until you get to that bank robbery one, which I think is the best looking suit ever.
Oh, the Whitmore.
Yeah, the Whitmore outfit. Yeah, that's a really good suit.
You can only like save it by like a glitch, can't you, or something?
Yeah, that's what I hate. I'm like, that would have been cool to have a outfit like that just whenever,
Yeah. But unfortunately, you can't. You can only have like that silly like Rambler jacket. And you're like, this is not.
Yeah, I don't like that. And it's like, oh well, there's trapper outfits, but then it's like, well, they have that weird temperature adjustment.
Yeah.
And so, like, I can't really do that either. And I don't know. It's just a shame, kind of how they did the closing in this game.
Yeah, it's like there's only one black jacket as well, and you can only get it at Wallace Station, and you have a high on it. It's part of an outfit. And it's like, right, so I've got to do all this stuff to get that black jacket. It's like, why is there no more black jackets in the game apart from the Duster outfit? It's like, well, I don't want to have the Duster.
Yeah,
It's very odd.
Yeah,
I
for
will
like
say,
a game like this, like there could have been more of that.
Yeah, surprisingly, I was able to make the Joker outfit in my first playthrough of Red Dead 2. And I'm really surprised that was
going for that, or
no, but as I you looked it up, it was like, oh, there's a purple jacket here. Oh, there's this green waistcoat. Oh, there's these purple checkered trousers. Oh, there's these black smart shoes. Oh, there's this green, there's this purple like puff tie thing and this purple hat. I'm like, how the fuck am I able to make this, but I can't make a black outfit? Or
that's the weird thing. You go to Red Dead Online, and it's like, wow, the options are a lot better. I'm like, why couldn't they just put that in story mode? Like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, it was really weird that I could make this entire purple and green outfit, and yet I can't make a normal colored outfit. It's like, okay.
Yeah, he can look like a clown anytime, but not like professional or a gritty outlaw.
I do know that there's like a face paint mod for PC where you can fully turn him into a Joker.
Oh my god!
You can even make him look like Heisenberg.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, Mark,
I need to cook.
what did you name your horse?
Mr. Horse. It's a reference to Ren and Stimpy. But I think like it turned out like because like I got the horse at the very beginning of the game when you sell the Shire horse.
Yeah.
And like you can have like a race horse, and I didn't know. I only knew it after I bought the horse that it was female, but I call it Mr. Horse anyway.
Mr. Horse.
But I
It
was
was
like,
a guy. It was a guy horse,
God
right?
damn it. Yes. Well, very progressive for its time.
A female horse named Mr. Horse.
Yes.
I can't even remember what I called my on this run. I've called that the big black Shire horse Titan. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
And I've named another horse Blue after my partner's horse that she's got.
Oh.
After that, I'm like, I don't really know any names. It's
Dabba
like
Dibba Dabba. Yeah.
I got that Arabian. I'm just a bit like, I might just call it Red because it's red.
Or maybe Haram.
Or
something like that.
chestnut because it's like obviously a red chestnut one, and it's like I don't really know why people would name their horses stuff. You know what I mean? It's just horse.
They got hungry.
I like.
that's fine.
I named mine Chris Pratt just because of the Lego movie. And he's like a cowboy.
Do you know you can't? I find what is it? Which one? Well, hang on. Could I not? What one could I not get? And I thought, why can't I get that? I'm trying to think of it. Like some of the names you can't use are really weird. Like you can't call one Sarah Michelle. Not Sarah Michelle. Who was it? Sarah Jessica Parker. You can't use that name.
Why?
Because everyone says the actress looks like a horse, so it's an insult.
Serious?
You can call it Lindsay Lohan instead.
Yeah, but it's a bit like okay, and it's like some of the names you can't like. The profanity filter is really weird.
Yeah, I had a black horse, and there was a particular word I wanted to name it, but
What was it? What was it that I wanted to call a horse, and it wouldn't let me do it? And I'm like, okay, that seems very weird. That
are you sure you can use it? Like maybe it was a character length.
No,
issue?
it's not me. It's I've seen it on people like online. They've tried to use it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like like something.
No, because I imagine Sarah Jessica Parker. That's
that's
too many characters.
Pharaoh. I couldn't use the word Pharaoh.
Pharaoh?
Oh.
I don't know why. It uses you cannot use profanity. I'm like, what's Pharaoh profanity for? It's
like online, I get it, but like
single player.
Single player, it's like, dude, who cares? Honestly,
I should be able to call my horse cunt. Like,
I can call it whatever I want. I wanted to call it fuck or something. Why can't I?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, you're right. Like you really can't name your horse like that. I just looked up the Sarah Jessica Parker thing.
Yeah. I'm not joking. It's true.
It's been like that since the release of the game. Damn.
Yeah.
What about Sarah Parker? Take out the Jessica.
Why don't you just put Jessica Parker?
Jessica Parker.
She does look like a horse. Come on.
So, yeah. Why don't you say? Why I could have put. What about Matthew Broderick's wife?
Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want to ride Sarah Jessica Parker?
Get around the sentences that way.
Name the horse Sex in the City. There you go.
Sex in the City.
I don't.
Sex in the Boar.
Sex in the Boar.
Oh, Mark, have you ever heard that story about how the actor Roger Clark had to voice the horse lines?
I do know that he spent like a few weeks in the recording booth for that.
Yeah, and they told him it sounds way too sensual. Like you're not talking to a horse.
I am talking to a horse, boy. Girl.
He's like, they play back the audio, and it's like, "You're all right, girl.
He likes
Easy, girl."
horses.
Yeah, you're right.
Some of
Let's
those
do
lines
those
were
again.
stuck in the game.
Oh.
What I would
Jesus.
kill to have that voice and pick up girls with.
Mm. I still find it funny that he had to do the motion capture for Mary Linton crying at Arthur's grave.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
He's like, you see that girl? See that woman there? Yeah, that's me. Oh
Actually, you ever heard of the story with Dutch's death in the first Red Dead?
no, what?
Apparently, the actor, he was doing the motion capture for that, and he had accidentally tripped as he was saying, what's that line that he says?
We
which
can't
one?
fight gravity.
Yeah, we can't fight gravity. Yeah, it was something along those lines. He accidentally tripped, and they actually had animated that scene with him tripping.
Yeah,
As a joke.
full, yeah, body motion, yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he was like, well, seems like Rockstar kept that one.
Yeah, actually, we kept that one in. That's the final cut. Oh man.
So Dutch was playing to escape that situation.
I got a plan, John. I'm going to trip and
always have a
escape
plan.
it. I can't believe it.
This is a good one.
They took one line, well, one interaction, and made it an entire character. You know,
No, they made an entire game out of it.
Yeah. I got a plan. You always have a plan. It's like now for Red Dead 2, being entirely about the plan.
The plan.
Man, it's so funny that actor, what's his name, Rob Weedhoff, right?
Yeah.
Like, he's not really like he tried to be an actor, but it just didn't work out.
No,
And-
it's not even that. It's the fact that he just did this, then he just did Red Dead, and then like quit acting.
Oh yeah, because he had a family, and it's
Yeah.
like,
He went, I'm not interested. And then they went, do you want to come back and do John Marston? He went, yeah, okay.
yeah,
He's like, I'm not interested in doing anything else ever again. I'm like, really? You
no,
he
it's
just came along, did 2 voice acting roles and left.
it is crazy how big his recognition is.
Yeah.
And literally, he's only ever like acted in one thing.
Yeah, he's just he actually is just a farmer.
Yeah.
Like, I think like what Dutch's voice is also like. I think he's an acting coach, but otherwise, like in video games, this is his only role other than voicing the N-word character.
Oh, Nasta.
Nasta, yeah.
Yeah.
But
That was funny.
I played 2 first, so I was like instantly recognized the voice because like, isn't that Dutch?
Yeah. Oh my God. I've just looked him up, right?
Yeah.
And his literal career is just so filmography, video games, 2010, Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yes. Like otherwise, I think like he's more like a Hollywood actor. Like he is like has like acting roles. But like, Rob, what is it?
Weedhoff.
What's his name? Wheathoff. Yeah, his film thing is. He's played in 2010. He played John Marston in Red Dead Redemption: The Man from Blackwater. He played in 16 Blocks in 2006 as a court officer.
I remember that. Yeah, I need to rewatch that movie one day.
Yeah, but he's literally just like a court officer. There's like nothing else.
Apparently, within a commercial or 2.
He was in Double Tap as someone in 2011, but outside of that, he's done nothing. He's literally just come along, done Red Dead Redemption, and then that was like, yeah, I'm out.
Because he has such a iconic voice. I have to say that word because it's so easily recognizable.
Mhm.
So like,
It
I wonder
is, it
like
is.
how many roles he can do. Because like, I don't think he's the type of guy who can change his voice really that much. So
Yeah.
No. But
it's
yeah,
like
it's.
you hear that voice, and that's John Marston. It's so
Yeah.
unique.
I mean, I guess you could go for what's always. God damn, sorry, I'm missing words today. You'd be typecast, right?
Yeah,
Typecast,
typecast,
yeah.
yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, for example, like John Barenthal, like he has that similar thing where it's just typecast as the angry guy or whatever.
It's like, even like Roger Clark, who does Arthur's voice. He's not in a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he's British, isn't he?
I think he's Scottish.
Scottish?
He's American. He's from New Jersey.
Is
No,
he?
he is. He is.
Oh,
But he
he
has-
lives in the
Clark.
UK.
But he has
Yeah,
an
Roger
accent.
Clark.
He has an accent though, right?
Yes.
Right?
Roger Clark was born in New Jersey, the son of an Irish mother and an Irish American father.
Okay, so he's
Oh,
Irish
he's an
then.
Irish accent. Wow. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not good with accents. I thought he was a British fuck. I don't know.
Like he does a lot of stuff on stage,
Oh, yeah, I remember reading that.
but television-wise, he's been in 3 things, and like video games, he's literally in Red Dead 2, Back for Blood,
Oh.
Shell Shock 2,
Oh.
Blood Trails, and Smite. It's like, okay,
And
Do
then
you want?
like Rockstar was like, yeah, this is the guy we need.
yeah.
Do you want to know what Dutch was in? There's
Uh,
one movie I know he's in.
What? Benjamin Davis.
Yeah, Benjamin Davis.
What's the movie he's in?
He's in one of the Ant-Man movies.
Oh, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, that one, I think.
Oh, he's been in loads of things.
And he's completely shaven. It's like, oh, geez, he looks weird.
Mhm.
I guess he's
Does
like a
he
huge
speak?
comic book. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. He's like a huge comic book nerd.
Okay.
Wow, he's in loads of things.
Is he? Oh, I haven't seen
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. He has a lot of acting roles.
He's in How I Met Your Mother, Parks and Recreations. He was in Chuck, Bones, Desperate Housewives, NCIS, Criminal Minds, Without a Trace, Heroes, Gilmore Girls, Drake and Josh, Bad TV. God, he's in loads of things.
Yeah.
Video games, he's in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas
Really?
and
Yeah.
LA Noire, and then he's also in both Red Dead games.
Oh, I think Micah was also in L.A. Noire.
Michael. Who?
Micah.
Micah.
Oh, Micah's actor, Peter
Yeah.
Blomquist.
Is that his name? Yeah,
Awesome.
I forget.
Yeah, that's his name. How come he doesn't have a Wikipedia page?
Because he's the rat.
Yeah, he's a rat. Nobody likes him.
But he's in loads of things other than that. And he's got an IMDb page.
Micah.
God, he's in loads of stuff. Like filmography, it's let's have a look. Oh, let me actually look at something. I'm not gonna do that. He's in actually he's not actually in a lot of stuff.
Get Hit, LA Noire.
Oh, and I know Hosea was also in the first Red Dead as well. I don't know if
he
you ever
plays
caught
the
that
guy,
one.
the person you can get the water, the land from.
Yes, yeah, the land, and it's just, he almost looks like Jose as well.
He lives.
He lives. He's just fucking around, and he has dementia.
Yeah, I honestly didn't catch that, and then I saw a video where it's like, "Oh, Jack Marston talks to Hosea." Like, oh,
yeah.
that was the same guy. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's in a few things. Yeah,
It just, I just think it's always interesting, like specifically with Rockstar, where it's like they get these kind of no-name actors, they become big, and then it just never really goes anywhere after that.
Yeah, that's just it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I kind of like how they pick the actors because like it's not like the big AAA names because like when you have introduced like those kind of people, it's gonna sound the same. And I like that they are not including Troy Baker or like any of those.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Troy Baker and Nolan North are nowhere near this fucking game.
Yeah.
I couldn't buy Nolan North as a cowboy. Unfortunately,
Nolan North has like, well, I respect him way more than Troy Baker, but like I can understand like, but why not him? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
but it's just amazing. Like, because we know Rob Weehoff is sort of playing himself, but Roger Clark, it's like, wow, I don't know how he found that Southern accent. And
yeah.
He is really good because like I did listen to like how he sounds like, and he just sounds like a regular Irish person.
Yeah, no, especially when he has to get sick.
Yeah,
some of the best voice performance I've heard, just especially when he's crawling after the gun. Like, I really believe this was him in his last breath.
Yeah, he actually caught TV for this role.
For fuck's sake, Mark. Anyway,
luckily he got treated.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting late for me now. So
same, but yeah, we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
I think like we went far enough for Red Deads, but yeah, it was a pleasure to have both of you on to like discuss this game.
Have you made sure you've like recorded it? Because I'm not doing this for the first time.
It's recorded on YouTube this time. Don't worry.
I'm
gonna leave
running
a link
out of
after the stream.
I'm just God, we've talked about everything.
Maybe next time we can finally watch that video that you suggested.
Oh, if you really want to torture yourself, yeah, sure.
Can I just ask a question just beforehand? Yeah,
go ahead.
Is it a really bad take?
I don't know. I haven't watched it just because like I want it to be a surprise.
That's what we do here, right?
Yeah, but like I'm just like assuming that Yahtzee from like 12 years ago wasn't like batshit insane as he is right now.
Yeah.
The other thing is that the Red Dead video is like 5 years old. Like, no, 4 years old. Like 2018 is when it came out. Yeah.
Have we covered that Red Dead one? The Red Dead 2 one?
I think we covered the one about that was about the topic of open worlds.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to see what his actual view on Red Dead 2 was.
Yeah, I think like in like the Red Dead 1 video, and like his complaint was, what I remember was that like he feels like riding a horse was janky, and I disagree with him. I think it was fine.
Yeah,
but yeah, we had a good discussion on this topic. But yeah, maybe if we really want to, we might like cover like more those Red Dead videos or maybe Yahtzee videos. But yeah, until then, everyone have a nice night.
All right, bye.
Bye. Tahiti.